what's up tonight, everyone? Welcome. Fine Thursday to you all, and new standard day, finally to y'all. Good to see ya. What is up? Daniel from Brazil, Scarecrow, Candy Cadet, Lucid, Dogamith, Alias Babylon, Christoph, Guardian. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone is having a wonderful Thursday. Oh my goodness, this Lord of the Rings set. It looks super cool. I'm very curious. Where are y'all at with the Lord of the Rings set? Because I'm liking it more by the day, even though, again, I'm not really, like, I don't know who Billy Fenny is. Bill Fenny? Who's Bill Fenny? I don't know who Shadowfax is. What's a Shadowfax? To me, it's just a horse, but the cards are just actually really cool. Like, I'm actually very blown away just how good they are. Major Killjoy, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big subscription for you. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Christoph? Float, Stone Raid, Roark's Venture, the real little Killster Furu. Boy, I butchered that one. But hello from the US. Good to see you. Yeah, this set is just really cool. I got a question for you, chat. This one's been confusing me. There and Back. This is one of the latest spoilers. There and Back, 5-mana saga, first lore counter, blah blah blah. One creature can't block for as long as you have it. Search for an output on the battlefield. The last lore counter, create Smog, a legendary 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying haste, and when it dies, make 14 treasures. What is going on with this card, chat? What is a Smog, and why does it make 14 treasures? I'm very, like, there's a very specific weird number. Last time there was a very specific weird number. It was 111 life on Gandalf. No, not Gandalf. Bilbo. And there was, like, lore reasons for this. Is there a certain reason there's 14 treasures? That is also just, magic-wise, that is a lot of mana. The downside is if the token gets, like, bounced, you're kind of very sad and nothing happens, but it's a dragon from the Hobbit that protects treasures, and when it dies, the dwarves give it back. Ooh, okay. So I guess that actually makes a lot of sense. This set just looks, it's really sweet. I'm really hyped for it. I'm just sad it's not in standard, but we're starting to get some more modern cards. Like, where is Forge Anew is? Oh my goodness, that card's ridiculous. Like, this card is so good. Reanimates an equipment, free equips equipment. It is everything you could want for, like, some sort of Hammer Time style deck or a Living Weapon style deck. There's a lot of cool cards in this set, I gotta say. Just finished his Salty Historic Brawl video. Glad Bear won his first game of Magic. Yeah, I know. I really wanted to see how that would end. But anyway, as we go along, we'll talk Lord of the Rings. We'll talk Standard. We'll talk about Bear, whatever else is going on in the world of Magic. But before we get into this ridiculous deck, some quick reminders. Replay YouTube, that's where you can find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube, if you missed it yesterday, we did some historic brawling with the saltiest deck possible, and it was, I think, actually pretty entertaining. I had fun with it, at least. The real Tiltastafaru, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. A reminder that our sponsor tonight's Card Kingdom, and if you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com/FTGoldfish. If you get some free goldfish sticker, just let them know you want one in your order notes, and they'll hook you up. Otherwise, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playmats, good way to support the stream and the channel, and the site donations, always appreciated, never required. $2 a more get your message read on stream. So what are we playing tonight? We're starting with one of the more ridiculous decks I built in a minute, I think. This is 5-color Spirit Sister Call, all will be one, battle control. So the theory, one of the things that I think has been overlooked about these standard bannings, yes, you don't got to worry about Fable the Mirror Breaker. That is wonderful. Yes, Rankin or Bankbuster is not in 70% of decks. That's wonderful. Yes, Invoke Despair is gone. But the big thing about Invoke Despair being gone is I feel like getting rid of Invoke Despair actually unbans a whole subsection of really cool cards. And those are expensive enchantments that need to sit on the battlefield to actually work. So it's not that Spirit Sister's Call will never die. People will still blow it up. They'll have farewells. They'll have targeted removal. That's still a thing that'll happen on occasion. But you just could not build Spirit Sister's Call when people are playing Invoke Despair in the main deck in like 50% of decks or whatever. It was a non-starter. You couldn't do it. Now, there's at least some chance that we can play a Spirit Sister's Call and it'll stick around. And Spirit Sister's Call is a sweet card. On our end step, we can sack a permanent to reanimate a permanent of the same type. So the idea of this deck is we're looking to reanimate some battles. So We don't have very many creatures, but we got a lot of battles. We got early game battles for filtering and filling the graveyard, for removal, for ramping. We have Invasion of Innistrad for removal. We have Invasion of Fiora for removal. We have Invasion of Alara just to generate a ridiculous amount of value. So our hope is we play a bunch of battles. We can use Spirit Sister's Call to loop battles from our graveyard, so we can sacrifice something to get back something else, keep reusing the triggers, and then eventually we flip the battles either with Render Inert to remove the counters, or the sweetest tech in this deck, which is Cemetery Desecrator. Cemetery Desecrator can remove a bunch of counters from things. The coolest synergy in this deck, if we can get it set up, is if we can get Invasions of Alara on the battlefield, we can play a Cemetery Desecrator, exile like a Tally or something from our opponent's graveyard, and then we can flip the Invasion of Alara. The backside of Invasion of Alara does a million things. One of those is copy a permanent, so we can copy the Cemetery Desecrator to flip another battle, and next thing you know, we just have this huge board full of battle creatures. How this deck does against dedicated aggro, I got no idea. I've only played 2 games with the deck. I won both of them. No idea if this deck is a horrible, horrible janky pile, but I'm very, very intrigued by Spirit Sister's Call, what's the zombie one? Necro Duality, any of the All Will Be One, any of these big enchantments, one with the multiverse that you just could not play before. So yeah, we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna give some battling a shot here, I think. I read Spirit Sisters Call is Soul Sisters, so I was wondering what was going on. It is good in Soul Sisters. Actually, it's probably not good in Soul Sisters, but it could be good in Soul Sisters. Hey, what's up, Cyber Lidos? Oh boy. So do you think they should just make Lord of the Rings standard legal? I kind of feel like they should. Playing standard, playing 5-color ramp with 2 breaches and is sweet in the mirror. Ooh, that sounds sweet, Daniel. Yeah, ramp is still very good. It didn't really get hit at all by the bannings, like not even a little. This set just has me blown away. I've really come around. Like, does this set make you feel better about Universes Beyond, period? I'm starting to come around on maybe Universes Beyond is just a good thing. Like, this set and the Warhammer set has really, I think it's won me over. It's won me over to the fact that Universes Beyond can be a good thing. I don't like all of them. There's still gonna be some that are flops, or I just personally don't like, or you personally don't like. But it seems like in general, Universes Beyond can actually be a positive, I think, for Magic players. Do you want Feed the Swarm back? Are you trolling me, Great Destroyer? Then you must be I hate Feed the Swarm. Black should not be able to kill enchantments. That is my old man yells at the clouds hill I will die on. I don't care what Watts says. I know it evens out the colors. I know, and Commander, I know the color plane changes and develops. No, black shouldn't kill enchantments. I will go down on that hill. So no, I don't want it back in standard or to exist even. Honestly, Warhammer and LOTR universe can be awesome done right. I mean, do you think Universes Belong will be high variance? I was just gonna say that. Is there anything else that can be on that level? Like, what other IPs could possibly be, like, Lord of the Rings is arguably perfect. Like, I think you could argue Lord of the Rings is the best possible Universes Beyond crossover. Like, the more I learn about it, the more it's, like, arguably created Magic, and Magic just, like, ripped it off. So I think you would argue that is, like, the best. And I think that Warhammer also has a nice crossover. Game of Thrones could be really good. Harry Potter would be a fit. Harry Potter, I think they would have already... I think they were going to do Harry Potter Universes Beyond with Strixhaven before there was a bunch of controversy about the author. So I think that is unlikely to happen now, but I think it would have happened with Strixhaven had things been different. Yeah, I think that's my guess. Ooh, Final Fantasy. Yeah, Final Fantasy is a good one. Well, let's play a land. Double Invasion of Alara is sweet if we live. And we got the Spirit Sisters Call. Like, if we just stay alive and we're not getting run over by aggro here and can cast our stuff, like, this is... play with fire. This is a lot of value. I feel like I'm at a natural disadvantage with Universes Beyond just because... the pop culture I know is so minimal, and the pop culture I do know would not be good. Would not be good Universes Beyond material. Nintendo would be sweet. We actually have, this is a good question for you. So we're doing an upcoming podcast where you have to design a Universes Beyond card, like choose the IP and everything. What would you do? What if you actually had the power to make a Universes Beyond? What IP would you go for you personally? Yeah, Zelda would be huge. Like, I think the Magic audience, I think there's a lot of like 90s boomers out there. Hopefully we can cast this. I think we can cast this. Invasion of Alara, opponent. With that blue mana. Don't be looking at our Invasion of Alara. It's okay. Whoa! It resolved. Okay. Two spells. What do we find? So we'll cast Mercedia in Innistrad in hand. The battles are stacking up. We have a new donation from, but I think we got a lot of 90s, a lot of 90s people who play Magic. So I think that anything like 90s era would probably go over pretty well. Like Street Fighter went over pretty well. We have a new donation from Caleb, $5 donation. Hope this links works. One of my favorite brews. I think you'll enjoy it. If you have some advice for the sideboard, let me know. Ooh, let me see, Caleb. Thank you so much for the donation. Ooh, that is a spicy one. Invading the Psyche. Invader Parasite to blink with Deadeye Navigator to exile all your opponent's lands. I love the idea. I love the idea. Whoa, are they? Oh, they're playing the Dragons finger quote deck. Jeskai Dragons. Maybe we shouldn't have discarded that Wrath. That might have been a bit of a mistake. So now our opponent gets to grab a card with a Zergo and Ojutai. Yeah, that's not great. They pick up the dragon. Well, I guess we couldn't Wrath it anyway. Opponent. Huh. Now what? How do we beat a Ojutai every turn? Can we beat an Ojutai every turn? We can't quite flip this because there's no 7 in the graveyard. Invasion of Innistrad would be good, except this has hexproof. Are we just dead? Very awkward. Very, very awkward. Well, okay. I mean, I guess we just keep... Actually, yeah, I guess we just keep playing Invasion of Alaras till we die. Yeah, Zergo and Ojutai is annoying. Our deck is, like, going off, but we're dying. Hey, thank you, Ray Deering. Yeah, I just don't know what we can hit that changes things here. Well, play the Asglow. Get rid of something. This Zergo and Ojutai is just going to keep doing its thing, though. Make you sack. It's just going to keep happening. Bonus X, the token. Xander's loud. Look at all the battles, though. Look at all the battles. Blue-Black Civilization with real historical events references and personalities. Yeah, I looked into that to do a Civilization Universes Beyond. It seemed hard. Wow. Opponent decides to not go with the Zergo and Ojutai, so they must have a make disappear. Which is also not great for us. Pretty bad for us, even. We could play the Spirit Sisters Call, which would be awesome, except Light Shield Array. Well, okay, Asglow, get rid of something. Make you sack. This Wandering Emperor's doing some serious work. Hey, what's up, Team Rockets? How are you? Is Shared Fate Against the Odds still happening? So, Shared Fate didn't actually end up... That was a little bit confusing, and that's probably my fault for not describing it better. So, Shared Fate didn't actually end up winning the Against the Odds poll, so that's one issue. Although, I still do want to play Shared Fate. But the poll was actually for a special thing that's coming up in the future that is not exactly normal against odds. It's like I can't really tell you too much about it because it's a special thing. But yes, both cards that won those polls are coming up, but it's not for the typical against odds episode. It's for a very special thing that is in the works. Unfortunately though, for Shared Fate, it got beat out by what did it get beat out by? I'm trying to remember now what the actual winner was. Oh, Stuffy Doll. Stuffy Doll ended up beating it out somehow. We started with Shared Fate in the lead, but then Stuffy Doll took the lead. Chance Encounter Spark Rupture, no one cares. And then Biovisionary won the Pioneer one. So yes, they are coming, but probably not in exactly the way you expect. Well, okay, Invasion of Innistrad. Killed Itsushi. There might be a new collab, a special crossover in the works that I think people like, but I can't say too much about it because it's a special crossover thing. Shillingel, welcome to the Fishbowl. I like Chance Encounter too. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Anyone tried Future Operative Kami Infinite Mana combo? Wait. Future Operative Kami. Now I have to look up this card. How? What is Future? Is Future Operative a card? Oh, Futurist Operative. Oh, we know there's a make disappear. Actually, though, we have a silly light shield array. Well, okay. Oh, this puts us dead, doesn't it? I think this just puts us to dead. Actually, oh, yeah, Invasion of Gabakon, too good. So much sweet battle value, but none of it actually saves us because of silly light shield array. Is there really nothing that gets us out of this here? Oh, there's not. All right, well, Zogran Ojitai, good magic card. Wait, what is this combo? Futurist Operative. When it becomes tapped, it's a human. How do you make it a Kami though? So I assume where this is going is the 3-mana Kami that taps for mana equal to its power. But how do you actually turn the Futurist Operative into a Kami? First time on stream, sorry to make you pronounce my name. My apologies. Welcome to the stream, though. Good to have you. We have a new gift sub from XR Tron to Eternal Ether. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Well, that was sad. Oh, that Zergwin, the Gabakon really is what got us. Like, not being able to get out from under the Gabakon. We essentially just got locked. We essentially just got locked out of the game. We spun multiple Invasion of Alaras and we could not do anything with them. Gabakon, pretty good if you can flip it, especially with a Hexproof Dragon. Why do you use Gather instead of Scryfall? Wait, where did I use Gather? If I ever search for anything, I usually use Scryfall, although maybe I just typed, sometimes if you just type a card name into Google, Gather comes up first. So if you saw Gather somewhere, it was probably from me Googling something, honestly. Yeah, I guess Invasion Innistrad, not getting on Hexproof. XR Tron, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you for your subscription for the 3rd month. Big soup cheer for you. Hey Seth, how good would Subtlety be if it countered a spell on ETB instead of putting the creature Planeswalker spell on the top and bottom of its owner's library? So the same setup where it only gets the same card types. I mean, it would be better, right? Like, I think countering is better than putting to the top or bottom most of the time. There's situations where it's not, but most of the time. So I think it would be upgraded. Not that, I mean, Subtlety has ended up being one of the least played of that cycle, but that cycle is so strong, I don't feel bad for it. Ward and Nabob. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Thank ya. Excited today to get some new standard. Brought my hopscotch and bought my hopscotch musical festival. Who's a hopscotch? I mean, if it countered any spell, I think it would be kind of busted. Like, I think that would probably just be too good. I mean, those spells are already so good. About it. Well, I mean, we're slowly trying to get to the point of playing things, but unfortunately, we're up against the counter spell deck. I imagine what happens is they play Wandering Emperor, we counter it. They untap, they have, Zero going Ojitine, flip the battle, and then we cry ourselves to sleep. Hey, what's up, Gurdip? How are you? Ooh, Pavement would be fun to see. Well, I mean, we're going to start playing Spirit Sisters. We have 3 Spirit Sisters calls. They don't do anything at the moment, but they do eat counters. All right, counter number 1. Make disappear Abominate Depths. Is it just me, but I'm having a big day with Kumano not exiling creatures of opponents. Oh, a bug. Really? I believe that it still should. Spirit Sisters call. Jeez, opponent, chill. No chill. No chill with these counter spells. Just let it go. We don't even have anything to sack, opponent. It's fine. Ooh, all right, they do let it go. Well, we don't have anything to sack, so it's not actually that good. Oh, more Wandering Embers. It's June 4th and Winter Orb is still not modern legal. Why are we not marching on WotC headquarters? They are never going to allow Winter Orb in Modern, I don't think. I would be surprised. So, who is Shadowfax? I see people, like, really hyped about this card. I see people really hyped about the Shadowfax card. Why? I don't even know if I can find it. All right, hang on. Why? What is the lore of the Shadowfax that makes people so excited? Oh, it's Gandalf's horse. Wait, who's better? Is it Bill? What is the pony? Bill the pony? That's what we need, a celebrity death match. Bill the pony versus Shadowfax. Moon it. Doing their thing. 1, 2. Well, let's Invasion of Innistrad. See if we can get rid of the samurai. Alright, opponent going to sack. Sure. Well, Invasion of Asgao. Food comment, then a question. Opponent bounces Spirit City's call. Obnoxious of you. Alright, so opponent's all in on this token until they top deck Atsushi. Okay, that's not ideal. Opponent gonna flip another Gabakon. Gabakon, I mean, they did draw a lot of Gabakons. That's a lot of Gabakons at the top of their deck to allow this to happen. If it wasn't for that, I think we'd be in a lot better shape, but they've just drawn so many Gabakons and ways to flip them. Well, boom. Invasion of Alara, not gonna be good enough, but we're gonna run it out. What do we find? Well, let's, I guess, play Mercadia. Although this doesn't keep us from dying. Discard a Spirit Sisters call. Like, we have Wraths. Our Wraths just don't do anything because of this Light Shield array. First, I make these wraps for work. They're potatoes, carrots, and broccoli, so olive oil, salt, pepper, cayenne, and wrapped in tortilla. The question is, what would you add as meat? Chopped steak, beef or chicken? Ooh, I would probably go chicken personally. I like the chicken. That's my personal favorite. Oh boy, none of these stop our impending death. Which that's a problem. That's a problem. We can't even kill these because of the Gabakon. Yeah, I mean, I guess we just lose to Gabakon here. Like, we can flip these battles, but these battles don't stop. We can't flip Alara, and it wouldn't matter anyway because of the Light Shield Array. And let's go on to the next one. Well, today we learned Invasion of Gabakon's pretty busted. Why did Gabakon's price collapse this week? So it was bought out irrationally last week, and normally when there's a buyout like that, the price spikes higher than it should. And then it normalizes. So I imagine that's what you'll end up seeing in the price chart. Yeah, so normal price, and then people got hyped about it in Pioneer and the Boros Convoke deck. So there was this big buyout where it spiked up to $20, but no one's actually gonna buy it for $20, so it starts to trend back down. What often happens, and you can probably see this on TCG Player, I would imagine, if we looked at the chart, but what often happens is people literally buy out all the copies. So there's no copies available. And when there's no copies available, people start relisting copies for sale at a really high price. And that ends up making the price look ridiculously high. But then no one buys them at that price. If you look at the actual completed sales, no one actually ever bought copies of Gabakon over, I guess there's a couple at $11, but no one was actually paying $20. There was a bunch of people that wanted people to pay them $20, but no one would actually pay them $20 for copies. So they started cutting their prices until eventually it seems like somewhere in the $9 range, $9 to $11 range, maybe $8 to $11 range. That's probably the true price. That's what people will actually pay for a copy. Although I don't know who. That's a pretty good deal there. I don't know if someone like accidentally mislisted a copy or something, but I don't know how someone snagged a foil copy for $3. That's a steal. That is a steal. And that's especially true of sets that are in print. Like, when sets are in print, if prices get too high, people can always just open more boxes. So, yeah, that's something they didn't used to have is sales data on TCG Player. Being able to actually see that, it really helps be able to talk through some of those buyouts. When you see this really huge number, being able to look at, like, okay, are people actually paying that price for it? It makes it way, way better for the community, I think. Did Frenetic Freak actually spike? I mean, that's a thing that people don't always realize with the MTG Finance game. Like, even if you buy a card for $2 and it spikes up to $10, you probably can't sell it for $10. You can probably sell it for $5, and then you got to pay shipping, then you got to pay fees. So even when that happens, you're often not really actually making any money off of it. It looks like you're making money, but in reality, you're not actually making any money. I mean, it used to be really bad with... Wow, this is a really, really fast start. It used to be really bad with reserve list card. Yeah, what do you do about this? Aggro, eh? Looks like an aggro kind of day. Okay. We'll draw a tap land. Opponent hits us for $1 million. I remember when I bought a box of Magic Origins, when Baby Jace was about $100, opened 4 boxes, got 2 Jaces, and it was worth it. I remember, wow, what a 1-drop heavy start. I remember getting a Jace the Mind Sculptor back in World Wake. That was one of my, before they started doing all the lotto cards or whatever, I think that was the sweetest open of just a normal set that I ever had. I also remember back when I was a poor Magic Online player, trying to scrape up money for the next draft because I had no ticks. I remember drafting Rise of the Eldrazi, and Rise of the Eldrazi, if you've never drafted Rise, it is such a fun limited format. But I also sucked at limited at the time. This was 15 years ago. I probably still suck at limited, but I was losing so much, and I was like, I had no ticks. I couldn't join the next draft, and I opened a Gideon Jura, and Gideon Jura was like $50 on Magic Online at the time. So I got this Gideon Jura, and the Gideon Jura let me join like 2 more drafts or 3 more drafts, and it was the best. Yeah, this is very aggro. I mean, we're actually just dead. What do you do? What do you do about all the 1-drops? So, aggro A. Did you see the new Boros Horse Legend? Yeah, we were actually just talking about the new Boros Horse Legend, trying to figure out the lore of it. I guess it's actually one of the important characters, Gandalf's horse, right? Would you ever make a video going over every single counter in the game, like +1/+1 indestructible, lore, energy? Ooh, that would actually be kind of. There's a lot of unique counters now. That would actually be kind of fun. I would be down with trying to do that. Would you watch it? I guess that's the real question. Would you watch such a video? What do you think about the amount of legends? Are we getting to the point, like, we talk about this all the time, but I know it's Lord of the Rings, and Lord of the Rings it has a lot of named characters, so it makes sense that it's super duper over the top legend heavy, but almost every creature in this set's a legend. I'm almost wondering if we're getting to the point where we need to have like non-legendary creatures and they're going to be the special ones. Like, in the early days of Magic, legends were really special because there were hardly any of them. Are we getting to the point where they print like a grizzly bear and everyone's like, ooh, I've never seen anything like this before. Where's the rest of the text? I don't understand. This is so overpowered. I can have 2 on the battlefield at once? Groundbreaking. Innovative. Rusty Shackleford, welcome to the Fishbowl. 1 year resub. Thank you for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. The new Eldrazi legend is an abomination. It's not an Eldrazi way. There's supposed to be appendages with the exception of the Titans, so they shouldn't have names. Ooh, wow. I guess I'm not up enough on my Eldrazi lore. Oh, also, I have important news, chat. And very, very important news. So I came to the conclusion today. I was thinking about Wizards canceling standard rotation and what that would mean. What impact does the canceling of standard rotation have on me? And I was thinking it over, and I decided if Kamigawa is going to be legal and standard for another whole year, which is where we're at, like it or not, I think I'm gonna have to start pronouncing Aganjo correctly. So yeah, I think I've come to that conclusion, for better or worse. Like, that's 2023 Magic. Standard doesn't rotate. You can only pronounce Aganjo for so long before it gets old. So I think I'm gonna have to start pronouncing it right. So just as a heads up, if I say it right in an upcoming video, you'll know why. So much aggro. What is up with the aggro? Discard, draw, play a land. Gonna be a little too. Opponent has also drawn a ridiculous amount of Monastery Swift Spears, I will say. Just the number of Monastery Swift Spears our opponent has found, pretty big. Well, here we go. Play the land. Spirit Sisters Call. We're going to have fun as we die. We're going to get back an Invasion of Alara. We're going to sack a Mercedia. Show us some removal. Yeah, we're doing... Ah! Praise the Magic Gods. That is double Brotherhood Ed. Off the Invasion of Alara, off the Spirit Sisters Call. Okay, we're at 8. We're not dead yet. Opponent passes. Okay. We might be doing it. Let's Invasion of... Let's play the green mana. Invasion of Urgamon. Things are coming around. Yes. We'll discard a Mercedia. Make a treasure. Pass the turn. Get back a Mercedia. Sack an Alara. Yes. Discard a land. Draw some cards. The value train is running. Pass the turn. Zombie! Outcome. I hope they draw all mountains. You can just keep drawing mountains, opponent. That's fine. We will not complain. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now what? I kind of like the leaving up the Innistrad here. What do we have in the graveyard? Another Mercedia? Well, play the land. Pass. We're going to get burnt out, aren't we? Pass the turn. Get it back. Sack Urgamon. Discard a land, draw some cards. All right, all right, all right. Pass the turn. Opponent. Okay, down to 7. Does that mean you'll start pronouncing Mercedia correctly? Yeah, I think it's kind of like the big summer ban window. That I think that'll also be by start pronouncing cards correctly window. That's my current plan. We'll see. We'll see if I stick to that plan, and we'll see if Wizard sticks to the new rotation plan. Neither are guaranteed, but but yeah, that's my current thoughts. So we can get back an Urgamon. We have removal. I wish we could gain some life. Flipping this doesn't seem... Oh, it's going to get exiled anyway. We need to get more goodies in the graveyard. We could use an All-Will-Be one. An All-Will-Be one would be really sweet. While playing Urgamon, do some discarding. Discard a Fiora. Pass the turn. I mean, look at this value, though. Look at this value. Look at this Spirit Sisters call value. We'll get back Fiora. We'll sack Urgamon. Oh no, this might have been a punt. Wait a minute. I don't think we can flip that one. That might have. I think that might have been a. That might have been a punt. I think if we flip this, it's gonna. Actually, no. It goes to exile. Okay, so it should be. I think it's okay actually. For some reason, I was afraid we were gonna exile it forever, but I think we're okay. Chill with the burn, opponent. We don't have any life gain, opponent. Oh, that's fine. I mean, here is reward crafting. I mean, we have answers for that. That's not a problem. That's not a problem at all. Opponent gonna flip, get the dragon. We have a new donation from Nathaniel, $5 donation. Hey Seth, finally got to see your stream live. Welcome to the stream. Watching it late hours from Poland. Now let's Leyline Binding. Get rid of that. Invasion of Innistrad. Get rid of the dragon. Keep killing it. Untap. I haven't been playing Magic for a long time, and I don't really plan to, but watching your streams are really comforting and fun for me. Well, Nathaniel, those are actually some of my favorite comments. When someone says, I don't really play Magic, but I still watch your stream, that always feels really good. Because I figure, like, if you're really interested in Magic, maybe you'll watch the stream. But when it actually appeals to someone who isn't currently playing Magic, that always makes me think, well, I must be doing at least a little something right. So thank you so much for the donation, Nathaniel. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to switch, unfortunately. I really appreciate Cardboard Live, and they were like the first site that was really doing the like tracking thing, and it was a really big deal when it came out. Oh, that's actually kind of sweet. But I think we're gonna have to switch. Let's flip Fiora, so we can continue killing ourselves. So I think this should work. It goes to exile, but then we should be able to cast it still. Yeah, there we go. All right, so get a Marchesa. Play a land. Pass the turn. Get back Urgamon. Sack Mercedia. All right, don't kill us. No burn spells. We're doing our thing. We can start flipping battles. We dropped to 4, which is scary. Yep. Well, go to combat. Attack you. Remove the counters. Flip Urgamon. Urgamon. Discard a land. Get a Lara. Maybe we need some life gain. If a lot of people are going to play aggro, maybe we just need to have some life gain in this deck. No, we don't have any. There's no life gain. But maybe there should be if people are going to be playing decks like Mono Red. Well, alright. Render inert. Flip Innistrad. I mean, we are kind of going off. Innistrad flips. Like, look how cool this is. This has got to be what they imagined when they made a battle card type. Like, look how sweet this setup is. So now we make some zombies. We play a land. We pass the turn. We get back Urgamon. And then our opponent throws a burn spell at our face. And we die. But before we died, what is the best battle we could play as tech against Mono Red? Is there anything that we could play that would be good tech? All right, pass the turn. Don't kill us. No burn spells. About it. Vampire Tribal. What does this say? If you haven't been dealt combat damage, are they just going to lightning strike our face? And this only hits opponent's creatures? Oh, okay. Cycle. Uh-huh. Yeah. And then exile. Make some 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we can't quite win this turn. Don't do it, opponent. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh. Life was super good until that. Wait, is there a battle that actually gains... Like, is it horrible? We could always play something else. We could also have an enchantment that gains life. Oh, you can see how cool the deck is when it goes off, but the burn spells are a little too much to handle there. One of the awkward things of modern Magic design is you can't do cool tricks like target your own spells with stuff. The battles, Invasion of Innistrad specifically says creature an opponent controls. Apparently, do you know the reason for this? Do you know the reason? The reason is misclicks in digital. Someone actually asked Mark Rosewater, like, why can't my removal spells target my own stuff anymore? And they actually said, like, misclicks in digital. Like, it's too easy for people to misclick and accidentally like kill one of their own things if they're playing on mobile or whatever. So yeah, so little tricks like that don't work as much as they used to. Is there actually a battle that gains life that's worth playing? Like, okay, what if... So, I didn't really prepare for Mono Red. We have stuff that's good against aggro creature decks, but we don't actually have anything that just straight up gains life. There's gotta be something we can play, right? All right, can we really do it with a battle? How bad is the battle? Yes. Invasion of Ogrotha. I have not seen a Grandmother Ravi Sengir on the battlefield. ETBs, 3 damage, change target, gain 3 life. When a creature an opponent controls dies, put a counter on it and you gain a life. Mono Red's never beating that. Never. Invasion of Dominaria? I don't even see that as a card. Invasion of Dominaria. Huh? What do we have settings on something weird? Oh, maybe we don't have it. Invasion of Dominaria. ETBs gain 4 life, draw a card. Honestly, that might be worth... Like, how aggro is it? Dolfgrum, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you. Can we find room in our sideboard? Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So we can go down, like, maybe Destroy Evil. Leyline Binding's really good. We can go 1 Mom. Invasion of Dominaria? Are we really doing this? Mom would be sweet in the main deck if we could find room. It probably... So my thinking with Mom is it's just going to die in game 1 anyway. Yeah, we could go more towards the domain style, but I don't know if I really want to do that. Oh, Dolphgrim, they accidentally unsubbed you. Mike, you never know with Twitch. Twitch does weird stuff sometimes. But welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know, are we really going to run into mono red that much? Let's get a sense. So far as I've been playing New Standard, I've played against a bit of aggro, but I played against way more mid-range and ramp still. But maybe the meta, wow, look at all those Mercadias. Mercedia. Knockout Blow, yeah, if we think we're going to run into mono red all the time, Knockout Blow is probably worth it. Yeah, that's kind of the theory for putting Mom in the sideboard. Like, in game 1, they're always going to kill it. In game 2, they should take out the removal, and then we should be... Well, that's going to be obnoxious. In game 2, they should take out the removal, and then we should be able to bring it in and have it not die. Let's discard Fiora. Whew, we hit a land. That was close. We almost didn't. Oh, like masks. That's where it's from. Mercedia, like the masks. I've only been playing versus Esper Legends, Atrox, and Ram since the bans. Those decks are good. I think Esper... Oh, boy. All right, how about just untap Black Source? Well, okay, not quite. Invasion of Urgamon. Discard a... All will be one. Oh, not good. Not good. Not a good time to be missing land drops. Okay. Mercedia. Jesus in a pool 2. Polo 2. Polon 2. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Play the land. However, this is a really, really big attack. I don't even know if we survive. Boy, we're just getting run over by aggro all the time. Maybe we gotta build the deck with aggro in mind more, because this is what? 3-ish? Wow, this is super aggro. So it's like 3 aggro decks in a row. The opponent hits us to 6. And we go to game 2. Super aggro. Do you notice the Tornado Mercedia? That's the tornado from the plains. I believe it's a tornado. I know people say, oh, it's not, but I think it's a tornado. Okay, so, well, we're definitely going to have to tech for aggro. Much more, because apparently everyone's an aggro deck now. Yeah, the top 6 decks in best of 1 are always... I think even when Rakdos was like 50% of the meta, I think the top 6 decks in best of 1 were aggro. Best of 1 just lends itself to be that. Like, for better or worse, that is just what best of 1 is, I think. That is a feature of the format, I would say. Personally... Well, I guess we just trim a bunch. Desecrator is like the card that actually flips the battles. Hello from Chile. I have an old school friend who plays Magic. He told me there are a few players and a few assistants in his game. Then you appear live. I shared with him so he can see you play. Hey, hello from the US. Pamalos. Hopefully I didn't butcher your name too much. Welcome. Good to see ya. All right, if we lose this one, we'll just make the deck. We'll add Rast to the main deck. I think that would take care of it. If everyone's gonna play aggro, we'll play Wraths and get them. Opponent. So this is basically just mono red again. Everyone playing mono red. Well, okay. Is mono red even good? Like, did the bannings actually make mono red a good deck? I'm still not sure. Opponent, Phoenix Chick with a counter. Goes attacking. Well, play the land. I don't even know if we want to cast this. Probably not. Yeah, let's just pass. All right, hold. We need these Brothers Sedan to actually be hard sweeps. Yeah, Gruul is pretty mono ready. All right, well, the hard sweep's gonna be good. Opponent gets in for a ton because they're super aggro. Well, we will sweep your board. Pass the turn, but we're down to 10. Opponent, land. Okay, discards a land, gets in for 2. Oh boy, we need lands. Oh, this doesn't even feel good, but flip it. Flip it, make a 3/3, draw a card, which is not a land. Uh-oh. Well, go, Kieran Flameray. Opponent. Lightning strike to our face. Lightning strike to our creature. Alright, well, apparently mono red's a thing. Wow, how did mono red become such a thing? Mono red was already... I mean, before the bans in best of 3, mono red was definitely not fine. In best of 1, maybe it was. Best of 1's a unique format. Best of 1, I think you could play any... I think you could make any aggro deck in best of 1 and probably have a decent win percentage. I think, yeah, Angels would probably actually be busted at the moment in best of 3. The deck we played in best of 1, I bet would actually be really good. Yeah, we also weren't hitting land drops, which is annoying. So let's go down to Asglow, a Desecrator, a Fiora, and then... I mean, Fiora is a Wrath, it's just slow. Yeah, Atraxa beats mono red, I think, pretty easily. I mean, I guess we can play Depopulate in the main deck. I guess we can add... I guess we can add a horrible Invasion of Dominaria to the main deck. Sarah Angel it is. Now you know we're going to play against control this round. You know it. You know it. Yeah, Crosses, I mean, Crosses is a little... Yeah, it could be worth it. Maybe Crosses is worth it. I wonder if it's enough. It's only 3 damage and it's 4 mana. Crosses is one of the pretty below the curve. Invasion of Tarkir. Yeah, Tarkir. Oh, I knew we were gonna play against control. I knew it. That's the Magic Arena thing. You're like, I played against aggro a few times in a row. I better add some sweepers to the main deck. Boom. No longer mono red. Path of Peril. Ooh. Path of Peril is sweet. Opponents, okay. Reanimate. Definitely not aggro. Yeah, so I think we made our deck worse for this matchup. Opponent gets and hits us. Rona Herald of the Invasion. Alright, Invasion. Yeah, we've played Invasion of Amonkhet quite a few times in the past. Well, play the tap land past the turn. We have a new donation from Lucid. $3 donation. Hey, Seth, I'm having this delicious salad for dinner. I think you'd love it. It's called Caesar salad. It has your favorite ingredient, a certain salty fish. Wait, you actually eat anchovies for fun? It's not just a torture device? I didn't know anyone actually ate anchovies for fun. Is that an actual ingredient of a Caesar salad? Is that a real thing? I didn't realize that was an actual thing. Well, play the land as Gao. No. Wait, how many of you in chat actually eat anchovies? Now I'm confused. There can't be many of you, right? That's a traditional way to make it? Ooh. Ooh. Otto Conundra, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big subscription for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank ya. About it, Shieldred untaps Rona. Plays a land. Passes. Well, Can we make it one more turn? As Gao. Opponent's gonna loot with Rona. Discards Rafine. Now play the land. Flip. Here's the Esper deck people were asking about. Get a 3/3. Well, Shieldred's still here. Anchovies are actually popular in Southern Europe? Really? There's actually a whole country in the world that enjoys eating anchovies? Shieldred's Edict. Sure. Anchovies are rejected sushi. I don't like sushi either, though. That's a problem. Well, I mean, that's a temporary answer to the problem. Shieldred did like 15 damage that. Jeez. Oh, we have the Desecrator, but we couldn't get it down. Brutal. Well, I mean, if we can't get battles to work, we'll probably end up switching to another deck. We're not just gonna lose every round. Really? Do y'all like sushi? I know sushi I get. Like, sushi is actually legitimately popular. I just don't really like any seafood. I spend a lot of time in Spain. I eat them with a vermouth every day at 5. Interesting. No, Mom turns off Atraxa. Yeah, I don't think that it'll stick against Esper. And I don't think it does enough against the other cards in Esper. Anchovies themselves are pretty gross, but that's just me. That's not just you, Bizana. That is the correct opinion. Some people might disagree, but those people are wrong. I know your taste buds better than you, chat. You don't actually like anchovies. It's like pineapple on pizza. You don't actually like it. Maybe your taste buds have been deceived or something. You convince yourself you actually like that, but no. I fail to believe. I fail to believe that, really. I understand that if you're like vegetarian or vegan or something, but I fail to believe that when you sit a human being down and there's like this delicious pepperoni covered pizza, and then there's this like disgusting pineapple covered pizza, that there's really people that be like, you know what, the one with the pineapple, that just looks really delicious. I can understand if you're making the choice to like, okay, I don't want to eat meat, so I'm gonna eat the version that tastes worse because that's my morals or my ethics or whatever. Totally understand that. That makes sense to me. But just as far as like taste, it's hard for me to imagine there's people that see those two things. Even on pizza. Pineapple's not bad, but on pizza, that's just so anti-pizza. Maybe it's because I'm from New York. New Yorkers have strong opinions about pizza. Seth is a friend that takes 20 minutes to find something he'll eat on the menu when the group goes out. That's actually kind of true. No, I'm the friend that just, no matter where you go, gets a burger. Go to McDonald's, go to a real nice restaurant, go to something, but I'll just get a burger. That'll be fine. I don't care. I'm obviously just kidding. Your tastes are your taste, and if you enjoy pepperoni on pizza, or if you enjoy pineapple on pizza, I think you're a little weird, but that's perfectly fine. I know you think my food choices are are a little weird because we have talked about it at length. We have had many conversations about my weird eating habits, so who am I to judge someone else's food choices? Pineapple and ham is my favorite kind of pizza, especially with bacon and red peppers. All right, I can get behind that. About it, Evangel of Synthesis. Yeah, I think that's a pretty safe opinion. That's one where I even agree with the majority of chat that, like, anchovies are just gross. Oh, speaking of anchovies, Tomer is doing a charity stream next Wednesday. It's gonna be like 12 hours, a bunch of Commander games, raising money for, I believe it's Trevor Project. So special Tomer charity stream. So if you're looking for something to do next Wednesday, I think he's doing it literally all day, all night. So yeah, trying to raise some money for a good cause. So definitely check that out. We'll do another charity stream at some point. We gotta get one of those set up. The anchovy is as gross as anchovies are. The anchovy stream did go pretty well. Well, all right. Invasion of opponent. I swears opponent. Okay, yeah, opponent. Keep trying your evangelist synthesis. Keep looting to find your counters. Tomer doesn't really stream. He had streamed a little bit on and off, but this, wow, this has been brutal to the max. Jeez. Well, all right, opponent has done a very good job of finding interaction. We will, The problem is these are some of the worst backsides. Like, literally the worst backsides. Well, yeah, I mean, I think we still flip them. Opponent. Seemingly out of counters for the time being. We draw even more lands. Play a Flame Right. Play the Veil. Pass the turn. Opponent cycles Rafine's Tower. And... yeah, maybe, duress number 5 finally fails. Opponent goes attacking. Maybe the deck's just too janky. Opponent's out of cards. Well, render inert. Flip it. Even though it's a bad one. Oh, we really want a Spirit Sisters call. Ashen Reaper. If a permanent was put to the graveyard from the battlefield. Well, alright. Pass the turn. No attacks. I mean, I guess Flame Right could be okay in some sort of, like, go wide aggro deck, maybe? I could kind of see that being, like, sort of a thing. Opponent goes to combat attacks. But Flame Right's, yeah, actively not good. It's a 3/3 in our deck. All right, we drop to 8. Opponent. Liliana.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come.
Ticks down.
I've always hated crowns.
Okay. Well, play the land. Desecrator. Exile. Kill Liliana.
Knew this was a waste
Pass
of time.
the turn. Back in 2010, my friend and I went to GPs.com. We found a pizza place that had a banana and curry pizza. Interesting. I am having a hard time imagining what banana and curry pizza would taste like, even. Well, let's Mercadia. We could have Asgloud, but I'd rather draw action. Oh, Fiora would be a sweet one to flip. Well, go to combat. Flip it. More flame rights. Why didn't you discard the land to the battle? Wait, to the flame right? The main reason is we needed more black mana for the Desecrator. In the future, we might. 2/1/1s are something-ish. But yeah, we actually desperately needed another black source there to get Desecrator down. Cruelty of Gix. Starting at the beginning, doing a little whiffing. About it. Passes. This tutoring's probably not ideal. That does seem bad for us. We could flip a Fiora, but then they still... Then they can just tutor up a Sweeper, probably? Or removal. Alright, let's cycle Spara's Headquarters. Even more lands. I'll go attacking. Hit ya. Now we'll discard a land past the turn. About it. Yeah, at least it's not an Invoke Despair. Yeah. Is it a good flame right moment? 3 mana and discard a card to make 2/1/1s is not exciting to me. Alright, opponent tutor up something down to 12. Okay, well, this is fine-ish, I guess. Kills the Desecrator. Exile Liliana. Kill the Synthesis. Wait, can we win with Flame Right? Maybe this is a good Flame Right moment. Wait. Oh, it's not a good enough Flame Right moment. So we can hit for 8? But our opponent's going to get back our Cemetery Desecrator. I mean, our deck's putting up a fight. I will give it that. I'll go to combat. Hit ya. Down to 10 past the turn. Opponent reanimates. Yep. Gets the Desecrator. I mean, all in all, that was not the greatest. Not the greatest Cruelty of Gix I've ever seen. Opponent. Yeah, I guess we let it go. I don't even think we make 1/1s because we're going to have to Wrath here. Arcadia's not bad. Well, let's Wrath. Sweep the board. You don't... Removing the counters wouldn't kill the Cruelty, would it? Does that actually work? Like, does Cemetery Desecrator just kill a Cruelty? I thought it would start back over at the beginning. I'm pretty sure, yeah. I'm pretty sure it would just reset and start going through the modes again. So we'd give our opponent the discard mode in additional time. Alright, opponent found more counters. Well, discard a land. Pass the turn. Opponent untaps. Average Fox! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big scoop cheer for you. Thank you. Thank ya. Well, block and block. Yeah, we could have tried to be more aggressive with tokens, but I don't think we had enough damage to win the game with tokens. So I don't know if it's worth putting that much effort into it, since it doesn't literally win us the game. Well, let's... I wish we had more black mana. How do we do this? Yeah, let's just Fiora. Get rid of the Desecrator. Sweep the board. This sets us up to flip Fiora next turn if we want to. About it. So what have y'all been playing in Standard? Have you built anything sweet since we got the latest round of bannings? About it. Draws a card. Well, all right, we're definitely going to flip Fiora. Because Marchesa is actually really good. Ooh, and we draw a Black Source too. Okay, that's doubly sweet. Well, play Marchesa. Play the land. All right, things might be looking up. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have creature removal. Ooh, Whiteback. I feel like Humans is probably busted. I don't know. How do you feel about aggro? I don't know if aggro decks interesting to watch on stream. I feel like Human Tribal is probably very strong right now. With all the new cards they got from... Oh, God. With all the new cards they got from Aftermath, I feel like they're probably kind of ridiculous. Yeah, let's do this now before they find more counters. Kill the Atraxa. Opponent. Wow, not the most absurd of Atraxas. Although I think they still managed to kill... Yep. They still managed to kill Marchesa, and they found another Atraxa, so I guess maybe that's good enough. Oh, even more lands. Okay, cycle. Well, there's a Spirit Sisters call. That's something we're actually looking for. Okay, pass the turn. End of turn. Finally. Finally. But what do we want? I guess just Mercadia. Joda Legendary Tribal. That sounds fun. Alright, Xander's Lounge. Draw 2. Pass the turn. Opponent gets to keep Atraxa-ing. Hey, what's up, Jables? I'm doing wonderfully. How are you? I haven't enjoyed Standard since there was the Gates deck in War of the Spark. The Gates deck in War of the Spark was a super sweet budget deck, that's for sure. Opponent going to keep Atraxa-ing. I mean, the real question is, though, can they actually kill the Spirit Sisters call? They get another Cruelty. They get a Shieldred. They get a Disdainful Stroke. They get a land. But this Spirit Sisters call can do some pretty good work of keeping the board clear. About it. And it doesn't get countered, which is also nice. Oh, is Black Constructed actually enjoyable, though? I remember Black Constructed being very unpopular by the time it ended. Opponent Ronas. Well, let's Urgamon. Discard a land. Draw a land. Alright, pass the turn. Get back Fiora. Sack Urgamon. Blow them all up. I mean, that is Atraxa number 2 we have not died to, so that's impressive. Like, our opponent's multiple Atraxas and the game's not over. Have you checked out Dimir Zombies? We've played Dimir Zombies in the past. Really? Can they even cast it? Green, black, white. Oh, they actually can. Wow. I can't believe they're actually casting this. All right, sure. Tuara picks it up. Passes the turn. It never ends. Yeah, Dimir Zombies we played after they released an Innistrad, but maybe they're worth revisiting at this point. Another sweet tribal deck. Opponent. Atraxa number 30. Cruelty of Gix, Memory Deluge. Yeah, I don't know if we actually... Can we actually beat this? I don't know if they can stop our loop, but can we actually stop them at any point? Opponent, land. Well, Invasion of Innistrad. Kill the Atraxa again. Yeah, we don't have a way to mill. If we could actually mill them, 19 cards is a lot, though. That is a... What? Opponent can cast Atraxa every turn and they gave up. They gave up. Can you see your Niv Explorer deck? The one we played last stream? Wait, what do you want the deck list for it? I could get you the deck list. We played it last stream. It was definitely fun. Like when it goes off, it's definitely fun. Yeah, I think that like soldiers, humans, I bet that Angels deck is actually good now. I bet it's actually good in best of 3 now. I could definitely see it actually being best of 3-able at this point. It was really good in best of 1, but I think the changes to the meta might actually be enough where it could be good in best of 3. And let's try something like that. Yeah, that deck was super fun. Bear's doing good. He's actually sleeping right next to me at the moment. Crim had an Angels list. Maybe. We played one like a week ago, just before the bannings. But we played it in best of 1 because it was a lot worse in best of 3 before the bannings. Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen more Enchantress tonight. Alistar not there for Atraxa. It's good against Atraxa against decks where it can stick. I don't think this is one of those decks though. So that's the concern. Like we don't have many creatures in our deck. So there's not... Oh, they could be playing Cruelty of Gix next turn, but if we don't do anything, this loots. I mean, I guess we gotta do this. It feels really bad, but... So yeah, it's for decks that hopefully can't kill it consistently. It's really good against Enchantress. It's good against, like, Mono White. I don't know... Wow. I don't know about Esper, though. I don't know if it's actually good against Esper. The opponent does have the quick Cruelty of Gix. And now we can't actually cast anything. So our opponent gets to loot. If this is a Atraxa, oh. Another Cruelty of Gix gets to tutor. Why not run stuff like Invasion of Perulia for protection? Oh, come on now. Opponent finds a dress. Invasion of Perulia only helps after things flip, right? I think it only protects once it flips. I mean, it still could be worth it as just like a card draw effect, but I don't think we get the transform side frequently enough for it to really be exciting. So that would be the concern. I don't think we get much of the protection aspect of it. About it. Cruelty of Gix. Yeah, I just don't know if we get to the backside enough, really. Well, okay. We're not in immediate danger of dying, I guess. There was another not very... It seems like Cruelty of Gix is a little bit less scary without Fable running around. Like, that's the second Cruelty this deck has played that hasn't really done much. Like, it's okay, they got a Cemetery Desecrator, but... Wow. Okay, opponent going to do some looting with their Celestis. Wait, what is happening? Why did they do that? What am I missing? Why did they loot twice? I'm so confused. Oh, it's looting for our turn. I see. Because no spells were cast. All right, well, pass the turn. Yeah, I didn't realize it went to our upkeep. It just looked like it looted twice in a row, but it was once when they activated it and then once when it flipped. Oh, boy. All right, well, Leyline Binding. Invasion of Innistrad. Boy, opponents, I knew, you know what happened? It did exactly what we said, which is we were like, oh no, we're playing against aggro. So we switched our deck to try to play against aggro, and we immediately run into just full on control. Are you gonna play the Segovia deck again? Yeah, I'll probably try the Segovia deck again at some point. That'd be sweet. I mean, what decks would you like to see the most in New Standard? Any new Lord of the Rings spoilers yet? The spoiler season's pacing has been weird. Did you notice normally every spoiler season they publish a list of like who's, I'm curious what you think of why this didn't happen. Every spoiler season they publish an article that's like, this is when people are posting their spoilers, but they didn't actually do it this time. Opponent going off with the Celestis. Well, okay. Get rid of the Desecrator. Celestis doing some serious work. What do you think of Lich's Mastery? Lich's Mastery is super fun. You definitely got to build. You got to build around it, but if you manage to build around it, it can do some really cool things. About it. Trying to find another counterspell with their Celestis. Celestis is so good. Why does no one play Celestis? Opponent, Underground River. Oh boy. Alright, well I guess we go back to flipping the bad battles since we got nothing else to do. Render Inert. Where's our Spirit Sisters Call? Alright, even more lands. But we get a 3/3. Look out. Look out, world. Look out, world. We got a 3/3. Go. Opponent. Sell it. The Celestis is looting literally every single turn for our opponent. Discards a land, often multiple times a turn. Wild. Ravine's Tower, cycle. Opponent. Passes. Loots with Celestis. New Standard is much less Rakdos-y, thankfully. Oh, all will be one would be sweet if it resolved. I'll go to combat. Attack you. I mean, we gotta go for it, right? We gotta. All will be one. Come on. Come on. Urtai. Well, we can counter the Urtai. All right, all will be one down. Every battle is supercharged now. Opponent loots with Celestis. Again, are we finally getting the all will be one win? Opponent discards yet another land. And Sheoldred. And can we draw battle? Oh my god. Celestis again. Go away, Celestis. Who's the new top dog in Standard? I don't know if that's been determined. Oh, that is one that we like to see. That is one we like to see. Invasion of Alara. Out of here, Sheoldred. Spin it to win it. Yes, it is very nice. We will play a Urgamon. Hit you for 5. Actually, yeah, hit you for 5. No discarding. Make a treasure. Hit Alara. Oh, I want to flip this Alara. I want to flip this Alara. Flipping Alara is so sweet. About it. About it. How do I rebuild? I'd like the Rakdos deck, but not a chance too much since I can't craft the entire new deck. I mean, I think Rakdos or All Will Be One, unfortunately, cannot hit battles. I think they intentionally designed it not to hit battles. It hits anything else our opponent controls, but battles not included. Celestis. Imagine that. Looting with Celestis. Opponent's gonna Celestis mill themselves out. Alright. Oh, if we can flip this Alara. If we can flip the Alara. Opponent discards a disdainful stroke. Well, okay. Mercadia. Hit you for 4. And opponent scoops it up! We actually did it. We actually did it. Hey, Seth, huge fan. I had you sign my Dark Confidant SCG jersey in January. You were not a huge fan of doing that, but I assure you the card needed to be covered in Sharpie. How are you doing? Hey, what's up, Turtle? I remember that. I always feel a little bad when someone wants me to like destroy their, like scribble all over it to phase it. I always feel so bad. Do we need a little Stonebrain in every deck for Atraxa, Shielder, and Italies? Stonebrain for Atraxa does make a lot of sense. You want to try Mono Red? Should we try Mono Red? All right, enough battling. Enough. Maybe that deck's too janky. Maybe it's too janky. Not that this deck is significantly less janky because it's another all will be one deck. But Mono Red all will be one. Or if you want to build like humans or something, we can. I feel like humans. I haven't built humans. I think we could build a humans deck that was really strong in like probably less than 1 minute. I think it would be that. I think it'd be that easy. How are you doing, Turtle? Like here. All right, watch this. Humans. Like, can you make a competitive human tribal deck in 30 seconds or less? I think that I don't even know how interesting it would be, but like I think this is what humans would look like. So, let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, human. I mean, I think the deck is actually pretty, is like, okay, 4 of those, 4 of those, 4 of those, 4 of those, 4 of these, and then you need, let's see, some Brutal Cathars, maybe a couple Distraction Specialists, probably a bunch of Adalines, because Adaline's busted, definitely Thalias. And then we gotta scroll way back here somewhere because we need a Jarina. Jarina's kind of ridiculous. We need Jarina, and then maybe the question is, do you just go black and white? Do you go Abzan so you can play Catilda? Yeah, mono white is just white weenie essentially. But yes, mono white I'm sure would be good too. Although I think it's less new. Like at least Jarina's an aftermath card. Like, is Catilda even worth it? Do you even need Catilda? Knight Errant could be a good option. Do you wanna tap your team? Is it worth it to tap your team? And then are you playing Gabakhan? I guess that's the other question. Are you playing Gabakhan in the main deck? Are you playing it in the sideboard? Yeah, it's probably not worth going in a whole nother color, although it is pretty easy to splash because you have the 5-color tribal land. Wait, is Knight Errant even a human? Oh, it is. Is Knight Errant worth it? I guess it's probably worth it. I mean, this is essentially a deck, and then I guess the question is, what removal do you play? Do you play more Brutal Cathars? Do you play Gabakhan? Do you play Gabakhan in the main deck? Is that worth it? Is it not worth it? But the end result is like just a very aggro deck. I mean, you probably play Gabakhan, I guess. Which, oh, that's on creature. You probably play Invasion of Gabakhan. Ossification? Ossification could... So right now there's 4 Brutal Cathars. Do you even need more removal than that in the main deck? Like, Thalia... You could play less Thalias or Jarinas. Like, maybe those are too much. The White Adversary could be good. Yes, I'd love to see your mono white humans, Daniel. You play Sigarda? I mean, Sigarda's really sweet in Angels. That's for sure. Maybe you play, like, 2 Gabakhans. I think... Wedding Announcement's probably a really good sideboard card. The only thing with Sigarda is then you're back to going into Abzan. Is it worth going into Abzan? Let's see mono white. Ooh, that looks really sweet. Wandering Emperors, Coppercoat's really good. Thalia's, Guardian of New Benalia's. Yeah, I guess Skrelv would also be in the conversation if you just need to be aggro. I wonder if it's Ossification or Brutal Cathar, which is better. Yeah, Valve Sleeper could be worth considering too. I'm actually on the fence about Knight Errant. Like, is Knight Errant even... How many Knight Errants do you want? The only downside of Knight Errant is you do have to tap your team. Like, that is a cost. Like, tapping down your entire team is a cost. Is it worth that cost? A reminder, if you need some of these cards, you can get them from our sponsor, Card Kingdom, over at cardkingdom.com/MTG Goldfish. Invasion of New Capenna. What do we have to sack, though? Sack a creature or an artifact. Yeah, I guess the question is, do you need it? I almost wonder, Wedding Announcement's a really strong card. I almost wonder if you're better off not playing Knight Errant and playing Wedding Announcements in the main. Yeah. 23 lands would be fine. Ossification. Yeah, I'm on the fence about Knight Errant. I do like the Valve Sleeper and Skrelv ideas. I want your opinion on how to rebuild Rakdos mid without Fable and Reckoner Bankbuster. That's gonna be a little tricky. So I think, maybe is Extraction Specialist necessary? It's really good with Jarina. Like, that synergy of being able to get this back repeatedly is really strong. Maybe go like one Skrelv, one Sleeper. Maybe the Gabakons are just sideboard cards. What if you forget Gabakon and max out Extraction Specialists? Something like that. And go 23 lands? Are you going to play Blackburn in Modern anytime soon? We played it on the YouTube a couple of months ago. Ooh, mid-range air build with Thalion the Gitrog monster. So more like a Taxes style deck? That would be more fun. I think that would be a more fun build. All right, let's finish this really quick, just since we're so close to having a land, and then we can see what a Thalia build would look like. I do like the spiciness of Thalion Gitrog monster. Not 100% sure whether it, like, how much it improves the deck, but I do think it would be way more fun. Yeah, maybe just something like this. Like, this seems reasonable for a super quick. For a super quick build, it doesn't look bad. It seems like it could work. Abzan humans with Thalion Gitrog monster sounds fun. Yeah, let me see. I'd love to see it, Jurgen. I've never been impressed with Anointed Peacekeeper. I could see Underdog. Are we going to see Red White Hammer with Cacophony Scamp? All the tier 2 kills. Oh, where do you play it? In Historic? I've messed around with it a little bit in Historic. I've never got a build I really like, though. What was a Segovia deck? Let me see if I can find it. It was, I think, the very first deck we played. The Segovia deck was really sweet. I wonder how that would line up with the new meta. I wonder if I'd even find the deck list anymore. Too many decks. There it is. It did have Bankbusters. The Norn Battle Token deck. Invasion of New Phyrexia and Segovia. They work very well together. Flipping Segovia is very strong. Yeah, that would be a fun one to revisit. The Bankbuster is not really essential. I don't know about all these Elish Norns. I think this was like right after Elish Norn released, and we were hyped about trying out Elish Norn, but I don't know if it's actually worth it in the long run. I think Segovia and New Phyrexia are kind of the two key cards. What would so what should we play? What do y'all want to play? Thalia and Gitrog. So Thalia wants sackable stuff, right? When it attacks, sack a creature and a land or draw a card. So you play all the Thalias. I mean, Thalia's cool. Oh, so what do you do to fix Rakdos? So I would probably be looking at like Graveyard Trespasser, Liliana. I think the main question is going to be, what do you do about card advantage? Like, can you grind? That's the question. Like, how do you grind? How do you actually grind through the other decks in the format? I think Rakdos still has Sheoldred. It's still got Blood Tithe Harvester. I feel like it should still be a pretty solid deck. I almost wonder if maybe Grixis is better. If you have Grixis, you get Corpse Appraiser in the 3-drop slot, which is really nice. That kind of fills in some of that card advantage role. But really, like, I think you can still make it work. I don't think it's... Rakdos is definitely not the monster that it was before. But if you just take, like, the Rakdos deck and max out, like, more Trespassers, another Gix... there's nothing that's going to replace Invoke Despair and Fable directly, but you can play Lilianas, you can play Tenacious Underdogs for card advantage. It seems like a shell like that would still be fine. Like, probably not broken, thankfully, which is probably a good thing, but I think it would still be pretty fine. Can we try one more All Will Be One deck? I really want to see. This one is less janky because it's mono red. I'm really intrigued by All Will Be One. Is Underdog still a good card? It's crazy how much it fell off. I mean, I think it's still good. So this is mono red. Mono red All Will Be One. A little bit of proliferate in battles. And this has, I mean, it's got some cool synergies. This is a really good Invasion of Kaldheim deck. Invasion of Kaldheim kind of combos with Koth getting the mountains. So we can flip this. Koth can get the mountains, which we can discard. Invasion of Agatha, Invasion of in Nahiri's Warcrafting, let us flip our battles. So it's kind of like mono red +1/+1 counter battle synergies. Yeah, we tried All Will Be One in Obnixilis. All Will Be One Obnixilis is, the combo's sweet. It is sweet. We played it for Against the Odds. What do you think it needs to be meta? That's not actually, this deck looks boring. No offense taken. To each their own. What kind of decks do you like the most, Han Zayath? What kind of decks do you find most exciting? Yeah, alright, Lengo. I also think it would be fun to revisit, now that we've had the meta changes, and there's no Fable, and Rakdos is on the downswing, and there's not as much removal, I think it would be fun to revisit, new Narset. That's something that when we started talking about, what you need to make, is it playable, I wonder if there could be a Jeskai Narset deck that actually worked now. It seems like it could be possible. Well, let's just keep killing the dorks. Yeah, gotta spend the gems to get the old borders. What did our opponent find? Bloated Contaminator. Well, play the land past the turn. Opponent, Bloated Contaminator. Ooh, we can just Koth it. Koth tick down. Yeah, let's do it that way. Play the land, play the Koth. The worst Planeswalker in Standard. Actually looking pretty good here. My human deck, if you want to see. Oh, let me see, Jugan. I would love to. Ooh, Death Rattle Oni. That's some spice. I actually forgot that was a card. Cost 2 less to cast for each creature that died. When ETBs destroy all of their creatures. How is Death Rattle Oni bad? I mean, that looks sweet. I got a lot of the good humans. How is a Yora's Oathsworn bad? That's another one that I haven't really messed around with too much yet. I could see it being. I mean, if you actually get the counters on it, it seems really sweet. I know I'm mostly memeing. I was very harsh on Koth during spoiler season. And I still think Koth is not super powerful, but it's not actually the worst Planeswalker in Standard, I wouldn't say. Opponent, Beastcaller, an adaptive. Ooh, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that's a Shivan Devastator. Yes, we will cast that. Go to combat and kill you, kind of. And opponent, done. For the record, not the style of deck that I find boring. It's that the deck is just full of cards that you played in a bunch of your videos. Ooh, okay. So not new enough. I can see that. I mean, to some extent, that's probably a standard issue a little bit. There's only so many cards, and that's part of the beauty of formats like Modern and Pioneer. There's just such a bigger card pool that it's easier to just play different cards all the time. Standard is not that big, so eventually end up seeing the same cards in like slightly different contexts somewhat often. Let's try it like that. What is the actual worst Planeswalker in Standard? Now I gotta pull up the list of Planeswalkers in Standard. I'm actually curious. I wanted to do a video ranking every Planeswalker, but there are a lot of Planeswalkers now. I was actually amazed at just how many Planeswalkers there are. I think there's over 300 at this point, which is a huge number. What is the actual worst Planeswalker in Standard? Well, we're not keeping that. Yeah, that we can try. Yeah, let's put a Devastator to the bottom. Winter Milan, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big subscription for you. Thank ya. Well, land, go. What is even in the conversation? So, Arlen has seen play in the past. Johnny's seen a little play. Elspeth hasn't seen much play. Chandra's good. Jace isn't it might be Karn, actually. Kaya Geist Hunter might also be in the conversation for worst. Although I think, like, Kaya can serve a very, very specific role, like doubling up your tokens, which is a powerful effect. Like, that ability on Kaya is actually pretty powerful. I mean, I guess it's Karn. Like, is there even any... I always forget about Vivian on the Hunt. Now I kind of want to build a Vivian on the Hunt deck. Vivian's actually really strong. I mean, Planeswalkers are another card type, especially these big build-around ones like Vivian. That's another card type that is probably worth revisiting, or at least considering revisiting, now that Invoke Despair is gone. Like, they're not just getting wrecked. Yeah, that's like the story of Tezzeret's. That's like Tezzeret's life story. So many cool cards, and then they often just don't quite take off. Opponent. Oh, Bloated Contaminator. Yeah, this isn't looking good. Opponent's off to the fast start. I mean, this is the ideal curve. This is the let's nerf etchings and alchemy curve. Dear God. Yeah, we're actually just dead here, right? There's no... Yeah, we're actually just dead. Yeah, it's a nice little curve out. Brothers at end? Maybe we just need even more removal. Yeah, we probably just need anything that can kill a creature. Yeah, let's try it like that. Yeah, I don't know what they're doing in alchemy. I have no idea. I still am really... So where do we play these cool Lord of the Rings cards, chat? Like, I need your help. I need your help and opinion. Where do we actually play with Lord of the Rings? That's something I've been puzzling over. So obviously, some will show up on Commander Clash. That makes sense. There's some that can show up in Modern. I mean, most cards are not of a power level that they can actually compete in Modern, but there's some from the set that I think we can actually do cool things with in Modern. Why does every streamer pronounce it brothers at end? Because I think that's just because that's more of a real word. I don't know. Brotherhood. I actually don't know. But yeah, I guess you're right. I do say it technically incorrectly, don't I? Let's discard. Yeah, Regatha probably. Draw a couple cards past the turn. Brotherhood is a word. Aren't you missing an S? Should there be an S in there somewhere? Just make it legal and standard. Make it legal and standard. The Lord of the Rings set in standard would be sweet. Man, let's kill the Bee Scholar. Yeah, opponent's off to a way less scary start this game. Like, after last game they just went 1-2-3 run us over. This one is way less frightening. Yeah, I think the Forge Anew is one of the best Modern cards in the set. That's one that I'm definitely hyped about. Ooh, Invasion of Kaldheim 2. Invasion of Kaldheim 2. Well, let's play Koth. Play the Mountain. Kill the Raju. Pass the turn. About it. Even more Rajus. Gets in at the Koth. Alright, well, we're gonna have to spend our time killing our opponent's dorks, unfortunately. Okay, Warcrafting the Raju. Yeah, alright, take Invasion of Tarkir. Play Invasion of Tarkir. Start sniping the battles. My opinion on a way to make Arena more fun and accessible: allow the community make custom formats with custom bannings and rule styles. I don't think it'll ever happen, but it would be fun. That does sound fun, Dolphgrub. That does sound like it could be super fun. Opponent. Passing. Okay, Invasion of Kaldheim. Draw some new cards. You know what I actually think would be amazing? Would be, I think, my new dream, and they're never gonna do this, but I want alchemy, but rather than being built around alchemy cards and rebalances, I want the cards that are unique to be all the paper supplemental products. That would be a super sweet format. Like, imagine alchemy, but rather than an alchemy release after every set, it's the Commander Precon cards. And rather than a bunch of rebalancings, it's the Lord of the Rings set, and it's all the supplemental products, Jumpstart and Infinity, all that stuff. That would be a format I would be super, super interested in. I think that like, I wish Wizards had thought of that, because I feel like that meets a lot of people's goals. I guess if you're someone who just really loves, the digital only cards, then it's probably not going to do what you want. Like then you're going to be disappointed. But otherwise, that defeats the purpose of having paper supplemental products, which entices people to buy paper cards. I mean, I don't think it's really competing on that level. Like, I think people are going to buy the precons anyway. That would be my guess. I don't think people are going to not buy the precons to play Commander or whatever because they're on Arena, especially since there's no actual Commander on Arena. When are you playing Explorer Rats? We've played Rats and Explorer a couple times. It could be fun to try again with new Nashi. Mono red. Again. Popular archetype, this mono red. I wonder what percentage of Arena players never spend any money on MTGA. 95, probably? Something like that. I've never seen numbers for Arena in specific, but if you actually look around, there's research on the percentage of players in free-to-play games in general that pay, and it's usually like 5%, somewhere in that range. I guess don't quote me on exactly 5, but it was like 3 to 7 or something. Like, it's like a very, very low, very low percentage of people that actually are going to pay money on a free-to-play game. So you have like 95% of people that don't pay, and then the 5% that do pay are the whales, and they pay a ton. You have people like me who just need every card right away, and then you have people who just, like, I guess have a ton of disposable income, and yeah, that's a lot of damage. Oh, this is kind of cute, though. Invasion. This is going to be a good Invasion of Regatha. So we get to Invasion of Regatha, snipe our battle, and kill the Phoenix chick. And we get a 3/3 to do a little blocking. What is this card? Flash when ETB is attached to a creature, +2/+0. Oh, that's fine. That's a lot to equip now. All right, faces and triggers. Down to 8. Well, we will block. And another Bane Splitter. Sure. Well, kill the Swift Spear. Oh, whiff on lands. That's not ideal. Well, okay. Pass the turn, opponent. Alright, Spell Spear with a counter. I want to get down all will be one, but I don't think we can yet. Play Cough. Take it down on the Spell Spear. Go. Yeah. I imagine this, but the whole wealth inequality thing, like, people are freaking out. There's more and more stuff. I feel like every couple of days there's an article somewhere about AI, like how many jobs AI is going to cost us, how many people it's going to put out of work. Like, awesome. Please put us all out of work. Just pay people so they can survive and enjoy their life. Like, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Like, come on. It's so simple. It feels, to me, it seems so simple. It seems so obvious. Like, yes, why would you not do that? That seems like the really easy, super easy thing to do. Like, take care of people so they can pursue their passions and let the machines do all the work. Like, about it. Oh, we haven't played the human deck yet. We built the human deck. We can try it. Well, let's Soken's on. We are hanging on by a thread. Well, block and block. The problem is we're so low on life that a single burn spell kills us. For example, For example, a cameo. Wow, opponent is, boy, mono red is very popular now. We can try humans. I wasn't sure how people felt about a super aggro deck, but it sounds like people want to see it, so we can do some humans-ing. We'll try humans. We'll try humans after this round. We can try the human deck. Hey, yeah, thanks, Moss Viper. I don't know, it just seems like it seems so straightforward to me. I don't really like getting into like political stuff on the stream, but to me that's not even like, I don't know. Everything's political to people these days, but it just, to me that doesn't even seem political. It's just like obvious. Like why is that even something we fight about? Like, shouldn't we be celebrating these advances in technology that make it so we don't have to work as hard? Like, I've worked crappy jobs. I've worked, I flipped burgers at McDonald's. I've worked in, warehouse. Like, I've done all kinds of crappy jobs. I don't know anyone who wakes up and is like, my passion in life is to go and like work the drive-thru at McDonald's or whatever. Like, I've never, maybe there's some people out there, and if that is, that's awesome. I've never met that person though. So I think most people would be happy if they had the option to have their needs met and they could pursue their passions over than going to flip burgers at McDonald's. So when I see an article that's like, oh, within the next 5 years, like fast food jobs are going to go away. Like it's going to be a horrible thing. Millions of jobs will be gone because AI will be able to work the drive-through window at fast food restaurants. And it's like a big scary thing. And I'm like, wait, it shouldn't be that way. We should be celebrating that. Yes, I don't have to go stand in the drive-through window and do something that a machine can easily do. We should be celebrating these advances, but because everything is our system is just so messed up, we can't do that, because instead it's a legitimately a scary thing, because it's like people are not going to have money to pay their bills and go to the doctors and do all those things. So I guess it just makes me sad, because I feel like those advances should be something we should be able to celebrate, but because of our system set up, it doesn't actually work out that way in practice usually. In practice, we don't get to celebrate. Instead, it is a negative thing. About it, flipping their faces and flipping their faces. And Feldon with a counter. I mean, we got a bunch of removal here. The question is, are we just going to be too far behind before we start using it? Like, we can kill, so we play the land. We can, oh, this kind of hurts, but obliterating both the Feldon. Opponent gets to draw a card. Maybe faces is too good. The silly alchemy rebalancings, but maybe it's not that silly. Invasion of Tarkir kills the etchings. So 2 threats dealt with, but another one's coming, and we're down to 13, which is soon to be 11. I don't even know. I mean, I guess Ouroboros Forge. I guess one of the issues with All Will Be One is, against a deck like this, it is not easy to find the time to actually get it on the battlefield. That is a problem we're experiencing here. Like, we just can't actually get it down, especially with this Ouroboros Forge coming out. About it. Yeah, Blast Zone on 1 is okay, but I don't know if we can afford to lose a land. I mean, I think this Ouroboros Forge just beats us. We don't actually have a plan for that, and our opponent's gotten enough damage that this is just going to close out the game in like 2 turns. About it, Phoenix check. Well, Mono Red has seemed very impressive tonight. I guess we're playing like slow, clunky, janky decks. So maybe that's part of why, but Mono Red has looked good. Yeah, I mean, we play this and die. We play anything and die. All right. I guess it all leads with us dying. Oh, all right. Let's try the humans deck that we built. Let's give it a shot. So, what's the sweetest deck you've built post banning standard? Or are you even playing post banning standard? So, white black humans. This is a deck we just put together. It is it's human tribal. It's humans. The big new Aftermath editions, Jarena really good, and also Coppercoat Vanguard. Otherwise, it's the good humans on curve. Hopeful Initiate, Recruitment Officer, Evolve Sleeper in the 1-drop slot, Coppercoat Vanguard, Ward and +1/+0, so a pseudo almost Lord with protection. Jarena, really good protection. Sack it. Everything gets hexproof and indestructible, like the best protection available, other than phasing out. Extraction Specialist gets back Jarena, gets back the Vanguard. Brutal Cathar for removal, Adolin because it's busted. Night Errant Evios, not sure if that's better than Wedding Announcement, but essentially just another source of card advantage. Been playing Explorer. What have you been playing in Explorer? 4 Jarena seems like a lot. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe it's too much for a legend. The cost of playing standard with commander cards. How do you handle the legends? On one hand, I think Jarena is like legitimately one of the stronger cards in our deck. On the other hand, you definitely don't want to have a hand of like 3 Jarenas. Ophidian, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 14th month. Thank you for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you. Thank ya. All right, we'll try it. I don't know. It's such a big change going from pre-ban standard to current standard. Pre-ban standard was all about how many cards you could get in your hand. That was the most important thing. I don't know if it's still like that anymore. It makes me nervous not to have card advantage. It just straight up scares me. Oh no. The flood. The flood is on past the turd. Still on Team Abzan? Ooh, Coppercoat Vanguard. It's actually pretty good against this Brutal Cathar. Well, I guess we block because we want an Extraction Specialist. Well, apparently our opponent had a similar idea. Well, play the land, Extraction Specialist. I know, I need to draw a card. I need to draw a card. I can get the deck list after this game. Invasion of Gabakhan. So opponent's playing Gabakhan in the main deck. I guess this Guardian might do some work for our opponent. Yep. Goes to combat. Attacks. I mean, our opponent's gonna have to start discarding cards. Sure. Is Guardian of New Benalia good? It's probably good in this matchup. Definitely good when we have 6 lands. What are the chances you'd build a new Hedron Alignment WinCon deck? I'm sure we'll come back around to that at some point. We've done two or three Hedron Alignment decks. It's definitely one of the most challenging. Definitely one of the most challenging WinCons. But the thing about those against the odds cards is we almost always come back around to them eventually. So I would be surprised. I'd be surprised if we... why not this one? Oh, yeah. Just kidding. It's not a human. The one non-human in the deck. All right, play the Skrelv. And, well, I guess we get in for 1. How bad is our opponent flipping Gabakhan? Probably, like, incredibly bad, right? Well, hit you down to 19. About it taps. It's definitely one of the hardest WinCons to pull off, for sure. Yeah, it seems like there's definitely tonight been a lot of aggro. Oh, goodness. Oh, that is game. Yeah, I mean, that just straight up does it, because this Gabakhan flips, and now... I mean, the big issue is we drew so many lands, but yeah, the Gabakhan flips, and that is just, I think, just unbeatable here. Oh, we can't even Brutal Cathar because of the ward from the Coppercoat Vanguard and the creatures. Oh, and land number 7. Ooh. Ooh, I need card draw. I need card draw. We need card draw. Not enough card draw. Yeah, Skrelv. I don't know about Skrelv. Skrelv seems sketchy. At least in this matchup, it seems pretty bad. Well, we bring in a bunch more removal. I don't know if we can actually bring in Wedding Announcement as much as I want to. Maybe we should just be playing Gabakon in the main deck. Hey, what's up, Kitten? How are you? Good to see you, good to see you. Yeah, I wonder if maybe Nightmare and Navios should just not be there and it should be Wedding Announcement. I feel like Wedding Announcement's got to be one of the best cards in post-banning Standard. Did I ever mention this? That when I first started playing MTG content, that my friend showed me you, the Happy and Upbeat, and the Magic Aids, the Grumpy Meh. I will always see you as the Happy Upbeat side of Magic. Well, Clarithia, I appreciate that. I would like to be seen as the Happy Upbeat side of Magic. if that's how people think of me, I'm happy, because I mean, really, I think I am happy and upbeat, and I'm glad it comes out in the Magic as well. I mean, life's short. Be happy if you can. The fact that Wedding Announcement doesn't require you to turn off attacking by tapping your creatures, yeah, that's my biggest concern with Nightmare Navios. Is it is powerful, but do we really want in our aggro deck to be taking turns off to tap down our board? As we say this, I think Nightmare Navios is going to be absurd here, probably. Guardian Nubenalia. Like, this is where Nightmare Navios is going to be theoretically very good. Yeah, run it out. Go digging. Draw Copper Code and Adaline. Okay. Well, now we actually need lands. Last game we drew way too many lands. This game we wouldn't mind a land or two, but we got a 4/4, so this Guardian is not going to go off. I watch your Magic streams for the fun brews and the positive vibes. Oh, well, Delphi Guru, thank you for the kind words. Opponent with the Brutal Katha. Ooh. Oh, there's black mana. Wow, we have too many good options here. Too many good options. Seriously. I don't even know what we do here. We have a wealth of riches. Been following YouTube since like 2016. The ups things like Bear and downs like heated alignment decks. It's hilarious that the downs are heated alignment. Just Adaline and attack. You know what? That sounds like something an aggro player would do. And we're playing an aggro deck, so I think I agree. Plus, we get to grow our hopeful initiates. Yeah, that seems fine. Take that. Take that mono white humans. Where's your black mana opponent? Have you heard of AI Jesus Twitch stream? I haven't. What's AI Jesus Twitch stream? Opponent discards a plane, so opponent might be on the flit out mode now. Opponent. Land and better hope you have more Brutal Cathars. Copper Coat Vanguard. And oh, opponent's playing Nightmare Navios. Alright, sure. We would actually like to draw a land here. A land would be... Well, I guess a land doesn't matter because we have to pay ward. Sure. Opponent passes. So we do draw a land. So, if we kill this in attack... I mean, I guess that's just what we do. Let's... Ossification... Actually, what if we... Well, I don't think we can kill both because we got to pay the ward on this Vanguard, unfortunately. I guess we could kill the Vanguard and then the Knight Errant. Although I kind of want to kill the Brutal Cathar. What if we Jarina Coppercoat Vanguard? We play Jarina with Coppercoat Vanguard. Everything gets pumped. We attack. If opponent blocks, we can sack Jarina. The opponent's going to take a lot of damage. Yeah, I guess we'll wait. All right, let's Ossification. Get rid of Coppercoat. Yeah, we'll do it this way. I don't know if it's better to do it this way or just kill the knight, but This does let us get in another huge attack and keep growing these hopeful initiates. The training is going well. Yeah. The Vanguard doesn't have ward. The question is it better to just pay the ward and leave the Vanguard and save a removal spell for Brutal Cathar? But I think this is fine. Like, we've managed to snowball the hopeful initiates, which is pretty big. Opponent has an Adeline of their own. Opponent's pretty far behind, though. Oh, and an ossification. Okay. Ossification. Get rid of the Adeline and opponent. Done. Training is my favorite keyword from the last. Interesting. You might be the first person I've met that would name that as a favorite mechanic. Training for me is like fine. I don't dislike training, but I think it's like meh, whatever. Like, it's another combat based mechanic. But what do you like about it? We were talking about going Abzan. Maybe we should actually build the Abzan like mid-rangey humans deck. We were talking about if you go Abzan, you can play Thalia and Gitrog, and then you can play Sigarda, so you get some really strong 4-drops. AI trained on actual teachings of Jesus in the Bible, not religious, but it seems like a better representation of Jesus than most Christians. Interesting. How do you find it, Ordinary Joe? I'd be interested in checking that out. I grew up in a super religious like Christian family, so sounds like something I'd be interested just to compare. Well, not keeping this one. Ugh. We're keeping this one, but we might regret it. All right, let's draw land. If we can draw a land or two, this hand could work out. Opponent Recruitment Officer, and okay, that's not a land. Hopeful Initiate. How about a land? If we draw a land next turn, this hand's actually really absurd. Because we can double one drop, potentially Nightmare of Eos. Oh, Vanguard. Okay, we do hit a land, so play the land. Recruitment Officer. Yeah, let's do it that way. Recruitment Officer, also Recruitment Officer. Run them all out. Ooh, what's your deck list look like? I'm curious what your Abzan Taxes list looks like. Yeah, let's kill it. I think this means we're not Night Erranting this turn, most likely. Ooh, Jarina. Yeah, let's Coppercoat Vanguard. Pass the turn. Opponent. Who draws the land first? Recruitment Officer passes. Well, Hopeful Initiate. We do get to Knight Errant. This is a pretty nice Knight Errant. Knight Errant. Tap 4. Hopefully find... Ooh, double Extraction Specialist. There were not many lands on the top of our deck. Okay. Extraction Specialist, go. Opponent. Brutal Cathar has to get the Coppercone Vanguard. Yup. And goes attacking. Well, let's kill it. How about a land deck? How about a land? Okay, there is a land. Opponent has 3 cards in hand. We have the little Extraction Specialist Jarina loop. We need Brutal Cathar, but we have to hit the Vanguard. Yeah, let's just Jarina, I think. Play Jarina down to 16. Exile your graveyard for no reason past the turn. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Hey, Seth, why do you think we don't see Bolster anymore? I really like the mechanic, which they would bring it back. I mean, I think there's a chance that we see it again. I feel like Bolster... I'm going to look up the Storm Scale. That's another mechanic that I was kind of meh about. I feel like Bolster... I feel like it has to buff the lowest power creature, right? Or lowest toughness creature. It felt a little restricted to me. I kind of wonder if a similar mechanic, but one that didn't have that restriction, would be more popular, maybe. Opponent. All right, draw some cards. Plays a Hopeful Initiate. Well, this isn't great. We draw land. Well, play the land. I guess this is kind of good. Brutal Cathar. Get rid of the Brutal Cathar. Pay the 1. Get back the Vanguard. No attacks. Now we just play the Jarina game. Where is Bolster on the Storm Scale? Ooh, opponent's going Wedding Announcement. Sweet. Opponent. Passing. Bolster is a 5, so it seems like Bolster is likely to come back eventually. All right, now we got to beat a Wedding Announcement. Okay, we can chill with the lands deck. We can chill. That's enough. Yeah, backup's like a bit of a different mechanic, since I think the most interesting part is it giving the ability too. So Bolster, you just choose a creature with the least amount of toughness and give it so many counters. Mark Rosewater, what did you say about it? Storm Scale cons block. I'm curious, was this a popular mechanic overall? Mark Rosewater's articles about the Storm Scale are actually I find them super interesting. Prowess, wow, that's when Prowess started? I forgot that was the beginning of Prowess. Well, I think we play the land. I actually think we just pass here, as weird as that sounds. I think we're on the start flipping our Brutal Cathar plan, so pass the turn. Brutal Cathar flips. We have Jarina for protection. We can get it back with Extraction Specialist. Guardian New Benalia. Sure. Opponent. Passes. Well, okay. Recruitment Officer. Take a... Jarina. Actually, maybe Adeline. We do want to double spell this turn. Yeah, let's take Adeline. I think Adeline's too good to pass up. All right, opponent flips a Wedding Announcement. We draw. All right, Recruitment Officer works. So we need to cast 2 spells. We would like to grow the Hopeful Initiate. We also need to not die. That would be... Not dying would be ideal. Would prefer that. We also need to pay Ward. Maybe. So if we go to combat, swing, sack. You know what? I think this is simpler. Play Adeline. Play Recruitment. Yeah, this is probably just makes way more sense. Play the Adeline. I think this Jarina might be the card that ends up winning us this match. So we pass. We get to flip the Brutal Cathar. We'll get rid of the Vanguard. Wow. Opponent forced to use a Surge of Salvation. Okay, okay, yeah. I'm surprised they even brought that in. Put in place as Skrelv. Certainly. And goes attacking. And scries. I mean, they're gonna have to start discarding cards though, right? 2 to the top. Well, we have infinite recruitment officers, so we will block. This has ended up being a really interesting game. We will read about Bolster. I do want to see what it says about Bolster. Opponent discards a hopeful initiate. Sure. Wedding announcement. Unfortunately flips. Well, play the land. Pass the turn. Flip the Brutal Cathar. Boonbringer. What? Huh? Okay. Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Man, that's not something I was expecting. Are we getting rated? Hey, Voxy, what's up, Raiders? How goes the stream? Bed of Beatles, Ghost Valve, welcome. Hey, thanks for the raid, Voxy. Hopefully, y'all had a wonderful stream. We are just trying to navigate this this wild human mirror match at the moment, where our opponent has Boonbringer Valkyrie for some reason. Yeah, Boonbringer Valkyrie seems really scary here. I mean, so we do get to... the issue we're going to have is this Skrelv killing us. That's a big concern. Recruitment officer. I guess we take recruitment officer. How do we beat this? Take Numa. Huh. Well, okay. Go to combat. Attack. Training and a token. I don't know if we can survive this turn. Unclear. Yeah, Voxy definitely has some sweet streams. I would definitely, if you like limited, or just hanging out with someone who has a fun time streaming, definitely would recommend Voxy streams. Yeah, this has ended up being a weird one just because of how the board's gummed up. The problem we're running into is Skrelv, essentially. So we get to sack Jarina. We kill a couple things. Unfortunately, not the Boonbringer Valkyrie. So some stuff dies. Extraction Specialist gets back the Jarina. Nuke your graveyard. Yeah, recruitment officer. I think the Skrelv our opponent founds wins, though. I think that's the card that's gonna win it for him. So Brutal Cathar flips. We go after the Skrelv. But yeah, the Skrelv is just actually good game here because we can't block anything. Yeah, that's how it goes. I mean, I guess the Valkyrie was also very good. Yeah, I mean, Baneslayer Angels are good against aggro decks for sure. Although, really, I think we can beat the I think we can beat the Valkyrie. We just couldn't beat the Skrelv. Like, that was the Mother of Runes is a good Magic card, and even a really, really bad Mother of Runes is a good Magic card. Hey, what's up, YQB? Can I show you my latest Jeskai Invoke Troll deck? Ooh, some City on Fire, Meeting of the Minds. I wonder if a deck like this could... I mean, the Convoke mechanic is a mechanic that just really hasn't shown up so far. Looks fun to cast a lot of spells. Third Pass seems great in the deck. I do love me some Invasion of Segovia. I mean, that does look sweet. I like the idea. Have you had any success with it? Has it won some games? This is a slow human hand. Abone Obscura Storefront. Well, 8 lines for days. Where are all of our 1 and 2 drops? Spirited, oh boy, Spirited Companion. Well, there's our 2 drop. Well, playing Adelaine. Go. Have you thought about Herbivore Scavenger deck for Explorer? Seems like a pseudo Soul Flare. Yeah, I've actually been messing around with it in Pioneer quite a bit. So there is a Pioneer Soul Flare deck coming up in the not super distant future. Oh, this is actually pretty good. Jarina. I feel like Jarina is going to be a huge deal in this matchup. I guess Farewell can still get us, but go attacking. Get in. Opponent takes the beats down to 16. Sure. And ossification. Going after what? Adelaine? Alright, sack Jarina. Fizzle it. Jarina doing some work. Oh, nice. Yeah, that looks super fun, YQB. Opponent winning it. Announcement. Sure. Well, Extraction Specialist. Get back Jarina. Go to combat. Attack with everything. Adelaine. Grow it. I mean, being able to Jarina every turn is kind of strong. Opponent blocks and blocks, drops to 8. Can you beat a Jarina? Gonna flip the Saga. Do you have a Sunfall? A Sunfall would be very sad. Land. And come on, no Sunfalls. No Sunfalls. We can deal with pretty much anything else. Opponent. Wow, passes makes a token. Okay. Well, let's Brutal Cathar. Get rid of the restoration of a Janjo. Eganjo. Yeah, we need to dodge it for 2 turns, I think. Hopeful Initiate. We're really good against non-exiling Wraths, but exiling Wraths. Opponent. Wandering Emperor? Wandering Emperor.
I've learned much during my travels. Let me show you.
And makes a Samurai to block.
Protect the people.
Okay. Blocks and blocks. Drops to 3. Is there a Wrath? Okay, Spirited Companion. That's not a Wrath. That is not a Wrath. Draws a card. About it. Scoops it up. Too many humans? Jarina too good? I've been playing Mono White Historic lately, really enjoying it. Forgot how good Skyclave is. Oh, Skyclave's really good. I think that's the best version of the effect that we've ever seen. An opponent, Mono White. People have been really hyping up Mono White. Have you played against Mono White much? I'm curious, because this was the deck that a lot of people were saying Mono White was going to be like, they thought the best deck with these changes to standard, with the bannings. His Mono White felt like the best deck. I haven't really played against Mono White very much, in all honesty. I played against it like a little bit, but really not very often at all. I definitely think we want the Gabacons. Gabacon seems really good. Wedding announcement also seems really good. So I guess we just do some trimming, something like that. Oh, Palace, yeah. Okay, best standard legal version. Let's go with best standard legal version. All right, go Gabacon. Can we be the one that flips the Gabacon? Oh, Thalia too. All right. The opponent plays a land and passes. Well, do we even Thalia? Probably not. Let's Gabacon. I think we wait. Invasion of Gabacon. Oh, that is a hand. That is a hand. Double wedding announcement and a destroy evil. Huh. Well. Double wedding announcement. What do we do about that? And they can blow up our wedding announcement? Oh, that makes me very, very sad. Yeah, that's a good hand. They do only have one black source at the moment, so Liliana can't currently come down. I guess we just take a wedding announcement and go for the best. Yeah, Thalia, with how this turned out, I think Thalia would have been a little bit better. We also have 2 wedding announcements, but they just die. Are we okay with our opponent taking a turn off to kill our wedding announcement? I mean, what else are we going to do? Yeah, I guess we got to play it. Run out the wedding announcement, pass the turn. The only 2 decks I get in standard matchups are enchantments and blue-white control. Strangely, mono black seems to have vanished for me. I've played against a little black since the bannings, but it definitely has lessened compared to where it was before. All right, opponent finds the black source. Passes, makes a token. Well, play the land on human. Attack the Gabacon. Opponent's gonna block. Well, play the wedding announcement. Play the groupman officer. Pass the turn. Can we flip the Gabacon? Opponent plays a land. More wedding announcements. Ugh. Yup. That's a lot of 2/2s. That's a lot of 2/2s. I'll play a Thalia, I guess. None of this is good. Wedding announcement flips or makes a token. Opponent ossification the Thalia. And that's the worst removal. We can't even extraction special it back. Oh yeah, Atroxa is still everywhere. Atroxa makes me a little nervous. I do wonder if that's going to be a card that ends up being considered to be too good for standard. Well, I guess we're killing a 2/2. And also killing a 2/2. The opponent gets to draw a card. Well, we draw more planes. We do have an extraction specialist, though, which isn't the worst. Well, we pass. We get to finally flip our wedding announcement. If we could snowball the Gabacon. I see you play weird decks in Modern, but do you have a favorite tier deck? Ooh. What's my favorite tier Modern deck? Honestly, probably, and this is...
But I'm taking the credit when
I almost feel dirty picking this, but honestly, it's probably like 5-color elementals. Actually, no, it's... Wow. Wow. Opponent hitting all the removals. Sure. Wedding announcement flips. Ooh, we draw another recruitment officer, though. Well, attack the Gabacon. Opponent trades. Sure. Well, we get to play a recruitment officer. Pass the turn. All right, no whammies. Actually, the favorite's gotta be Hammer Time, just because. Wow, just because of the historical ramifications. Like, so I think it's gotta be Hammer Time. Opponent takes it up. Well, I think we actually get to flip the Gabacon. We get to snipe this token. Snipe the token. Flip the Gabacon and start snowballing. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Light Shield Array. Yeah, well, hold on to the land. Maybe we can tempt our opponent to take up Liliana. Hammer Time is so painfully cheesy. Well, the reason Hammer Time is I would say so I would say there would be two modern decks that I actually feel like I had a meaningful role in creating. So one of them isn't really a deck anymore, but the deck if you ask me what modern deck, a tier modern deck, a real modern deck I created, I think Mono Red Prison would be the number one answer. Like, that's one that I feel like more or less that we created on Matcha Brew and on the various series. So that will always be my all-time favorite deck. Although sadly now that Simian Spirit Guide is banned and Beseiju and all this stuff exists, Mono Red Blood Moon Prison is just not very good anymore. Hammer Time, I don't really feel like I straight up created Hammer Time, but I think we definitely had a role. Like, we played Hammer Time on Budget Magic, and our build was budget friendly and pretty janky, but right after the set released. But I think we were like among the first to realize just the power of Hammer. That was something that wasn't really apparent to people at the time. So I think that's why it would be my favorite. Just not that it's my favorite play pattern. At this point, it's kind of annoying to play against because it's been around for a while. It's one of those hipster things. Like, once you like this band and it's really cool, but then once it becomes good, then you got to stop liking it. So it's not my favorite deck to like play with or play against anymore. But I think it's really cool that it developed from a really janky budget deck into an actual legit, like, top tier, at some points the best deck in the format. And that development definitely is thanks to people, tuning, doing tons of work. Jeez. Wow. That is a almost hilariously good top deck for our opponent. Sorin into Sunfall. Night Errant of Eos on a literally empty board. Do we even play? Yeah, I mean, I guess we play it. Wow. I don't know if Night Errant of Eos is that impressive. I kind of feel like Night Errant of Eos is meh. Mid. Let's say mid. Well, no counters. Opponent gets to turn on. Oh, that Sunfall was brutal. All decks are hipster. It gets boring when it overstays its welcome. There is no permanently good deck. I think I'd mostly agree with that. Well, okay. A Valve Sleeper could do some work here, maybe. Level up. Level up. Oh, we should have played the land. All right, well, level up. I think we lost a chance to level up. Level up. Yeah, we definitely should have played the land. Oops. Well, that's why you do the math beforehand. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. All right, well, level up. I think we're just all in on the sleeper here. And pass the turn. All right, Evolve Sleeper. It's up to you, buddy. The one of. Can the one of keep us in this game? Opponent. Passing. Well, draw with a Valve Sleeper. Hit a land. Untap. Draw with a Valve. No. 1, 2. 1, 2, Yeah, I guess that is right. 1, 2, 3. Draw with a Valve Sleeper. We've drawn a lot of cards. They're all lands, but they are a lot of cards. Oh my goodness, that's another land. Sanctum. Why? Okay. I don't know what just happened there, but something not great. What do we do? Oh, we gave it another death touch? Oh, we misclicked and gave it another death touch counter. Gisoyo! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to be so loud. Hey, see you, Davy Jones. Thanks for hanging out. Have a wonderful night. Phoenix Knight and Pioneer, so sad to me. In Standard, I loved it. Now it's just DOA. Yeah, Phoenix has kind of had a rough go of it everywhere. Yeah. Yeah, now things are going to be really dead if they block it. Really dead. All right, let's keep drawing cards. How about some recruitment officer? Okay, that's good. The question is, at what point do we start attacking? For how long do we just keep trying to draw cards? And when do we... So what do they have that blows us out the most? If we start attacking, I guess the Wandering Emperor is the best, and then we have to sack the Light Shield or lose the Sleeper. Well, okay. But we also will eventually get Wrathed. Yeah, I think it's time. Play the Adelaine. Go to combat. Attack you with the Sleeper. Make a token. There's a Valve Sleeper. Maybe we want more Valve Sleepers. We were talking about more card draw, and good lord. Is this a Valve Sleeper drawing card? It's really refilled our hand, essentially, all by itself. They could have more Sunfalls. Well, they do have the Wandering Emperor. All right.
I'm not overconfident.
Maybe we just sack the Light Shield Array. They're Wrath's Exile anyway, so how good is this sitting out? It's not like it's going to save us from a Wrath. Yeah, I think we're actually going to... I think we're going to cash it in. All right, get Hexproof. Bone it down to 9. I'll pass the turn. Do you have a Wrath? About it. Okay, Sorin. Wow, ticking up, looking for that sweeper. Hits a Sarah Paragon. That's decent. That's decent. How are you liking the Pioneer meta at the moment? Gets back Liliana.
A fight? And you think you can win?
Ticks down Liliana.
I've always hated crowds.
Opponent's down to 5 though. That's not much life. Samurai.
Still have much to do.
Ooh, selective memory. There was like a brief moment where there was a selective memory combo deck. Although all the janky combos seem to end with Thassa's Oracle, which is awkward. Well, we can't quite win. All right, Coppercoat Vanguard. 1, 2, 3. Coppercoat Vanguard. Go to combat. Everything at our opponent. Attack the Liliana. So opponent's got a triple block. I guess I can trade with one thing. Blocks, blocks, blocks. Sure. Well, I traded with 2 things. I mean, that's fine. So board gets Wrathed. Play the land. Pass the dirt. We don't want to run anything else onto the board just in case they draw Wrath. Opponent ticks up. Desperation. Is it a Wrath? Okay, Wandering Emperor. There's a Wandering Emperor. Ooh, Wandering Emperor.
I am the Emperor of
Wait, what deck list is only 44 cards?
Protect my
Oh,
people.
we need to... So I need to take in and get a new... get a new overlay. The one we've been using, it used to be the best of the bunch, but it's been struggling more and more with newly released cards. So hopefully in the near future we'll switch over to an overlay that
My judgment
is a little bit more up to date. Wow, an opponent scoops it up. You had a path to the game if you rolled into Cathar. I mean, we still got there. That was a Valve Sleeper game. That was Sleeper literally just winning a game, straight up winning the game. What is, y'all watch other streams on occasion. What would you recommend for a new overlay? Yeah, that was definitely a Valve Sleeper MVP. Oh, let me export the deck list real quick. Have you seen any overlays that you like? Is Untapped the best one at this point? I know when we started using Cardboard Live, it was really sweet, but now I feel like it's struggling more with the updates, so it's probably time to switch. You know what I really want? I don't know, maybe Untapped has this. I saw this Hearthstone video the other day that showed up in my recommends, and in Hearthstone, I don't know, maybe Untapped has this. I haven't seen it in Magic. In Hearthstone, they have trackers where the deck list is essentially live. So the deck list will be on the side of the screen, and it'll know all the cards in your deck, and it'll show you what's left in your deck. And then when you draw the card, it's like removed from your list and added to your hand. Do we have anything like that in Magic? Because that seemed really cool. Like the like next level tracking of every card that's been drawn. Untapped has that? Okay, I guess I'm gonna have to get Untapped then. I think that's the message. I'll get rid of the Naturalist. Thalia's probably gonna be decent here. Hit you. Finally seeing Enchantress. All right, I will look into Untapped and see if we can switch over to that one. Ooh. Jarina. Oh, this is gonna be sweet. Play Jarina. Exile your graveyard. Play Hopeful Initiate. Night Errant of Eos. Actually, do we even need to tap everything? Oh yeah, we do. Okay. Well, tap everything. That's fine. I guess it's worth taking a turn off at this point. Eos. Recruitment Officer. Extraction Specialist. Go. And this is a pretty impressive start. Pretty impressive start. Yeah, I will see. Hopefully, maybe by next week I can have, by our next stream I can have Untapped set up and we'll switch over. Because y'all got to know what's going on. It is, the technology exists, so we should probably take advantage of it. So are you buying any Lord of the Rings cards? How are you handling this set? Is it about it? I mean, we will sack Jarina, I think. Oh, if you're going after Knight Errant, we won't sack Jarina. That's fine. We don't really care about that. I don't know how to handle this set just because it's so expensive. Like, the cards are cool, but I guess it's one of those just buy singles sort of sets. Well, go to combat, do a bit of attacking, do a little training. Hit ya, and yeah, let's just pass and leave up Hopeful Initiate. All right, opponent, show us what you got. Show us what you got about it. I really want to. How much protection does enchantments have? Nothing, right? There shouldn't be like Surge in the main deck. Well, let's see what they do. All right, sure. Calyx resolves. I really want to try opening a collector's box. Because just to get the One Ring, even though I know mathematically the chances are essentially zero, or about as close to zero as you can get. but I think it would be fun to at least try, right? Doesn't it seem worth trying? I don't know. Maybe we do an opening video. I feel like the shot of opening such an expensive card might make for a good opening video. Normally we don't do opening videos just because I feel like opening videos are like, I like opening packs, but I don't feel like opening videos usually make for very good content. So I don't make them much anymore. We did in the past a little bit, but maybe this set might be an exception. If I got the One Ring, what would I do with it? I would snap sell it. Instant sellage. You know, I don't even think we attack. I don't know what they could have, but let's just flip. Get rid of the Calyx. Some are saying it'll be worth 7 figures. I think I expect it to be like 500,000. That would be my guess. I think we need to crowdfund it to actually throw it in a volcano. That would actually be hilarious. I mean, I feel like the right thing to do with it would be to, like, I feel like the best thing to do with it would be to sell it and then try to, like, use the money to do some good. $500,000 is if it is $500,000 or $1 million or whatever, that's a lot of money. That's a huge chunk of money. Oh wait, this works, doesn't it? We get to it. Oh, this is actually pretty cute. So we attack with almost everything. We get the counters on the Hopeful Initiate and take them off. Blow up the Calyx and go from there. There was someone offering 100K to throw it in a volcano, 50K if you throw it in with him. I mean, I saw that. I think Cassius Marsh has a $150,000 offer. I've heard rumors of much higher offers. I think those offers are actually probably low just based off the rumors I've heard. Yeah, there is. Oh, you haven't seen that. So in the Lord of the Rings set, let me see if I can find it. So there's a card called the One Ring, which is kind of a cool card. Like, it draws cards, a 4-mana artifact, indestructible. When it ETBs, you gain protection of everything until your next turn. Beginning your upkeep, you lose a life for each burn counter on it. Tap it, put a burn counter on it, and then draw a card for each burn counter on it. So the card itself is cool. The thing everyone is going wild about, though, is this version here, which is a literal 1-of-1 version. There is only one in existence. That is the card that people are speculating and making offers on, that people think is going to be quite possibly somewhere around $500,000. There's a good chance it'll end up being the most expensive Magic card of all time. I think right now the most expensive Magic card of all time is just over $500,000 for like a graded, I think it was graded 10 Black Lotus a few months ago. What does it do? It does the same thing as this one next to it. Like, as far as gameplay, same exact as this card here. 4-mana, legendary artifact, indestructible. ETBs, you gain protection from everything until your next turn, and then get burn counters and tap a dead burn counters and take damage for the burn counters and draw cards. I don't know, what would you do with it if you got it? Maybe I'm being way too responsible to be like, oh, I should sell it and, you know, give some money to charity or something. Maybe that's way too responsible. Yeah, I don't know if the Post Malone does the Post Malone Lotus count just because it was an artist proof, so technically it's not a tournament legal card, but I guess that's probably quibbling with details. But I think oh no. But yeah, I think that is the most anyone's ever paid for a Magic related card. Hold it for a few years. Ooh. Oh, this is a deadly start. I don't know about holding it. Do you think it'll go up in value? I'm still super nervous about Wizards just, I don't know. I feel like with serialized cards, I don't think they'll reprint exactly. Yeah, that's not a land. I don't think they'll reprint exactly the One Ring, but I do know I opened like a serialized Worm Coil. I opened a serialized Worm Coil, which I don't even know if we have a. Well, it's definitely not $12. I opened a serialized Worm Coil, and oh, that's the non-serialized version. And I ended up selling it. My thinking was, they're even if they don't reprint this Worm Coil, I think there'll be other Worm Coils that may even be cooler. Kind of like the full art land things, where full art lands used to be really valuable because they were really rare. Only once every few years would we get a set that actually had full art lands in them. And then full art lands started coming in like every set. And once full art lands started coming in every set, they just lost their specialness, so now they're not worth that much. I feel like the same thing is going to happen with the serialized cards, essentially. Sell it, buy the stuff I want, would use part of the money for my town soccer team I play on. Yeah, I mean, that's just, if it really is like $500,000, that's like life-changing money for most people. I don't know if that makes me... I mean, I guess winning the lottery is also life-changing money for most people. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. Maybe the best answer for me is, like, probably you can make some good content out of it. Like, if Cassius Marsh has a big offer going, I don't know, give it to Cassius Marsh, get some money, make some content about it or something. That could work. I could see that being a pathway forward for it. That would be the funniest. If someone flipped it and ripped it, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. It would also be funny if... Oh, opponent. You got more? Spirited Companion. All right, that's pretty good, pretty good. Well, play the land. Kill the Naturalist. Play the Vanguard, pass the turn. I'm really hoping that someone that just doesn't know what it is opens it. That would be my dream. That some new player or kid that just isn't up on all the Magic internet stuff or whatever takes and just opens it and puts it in their deck, plays it unsleeved on their kitchen table for a few years or whatever. Like, I think that would be the dream. Like, that's my dream for the One Ring. Hand delivered to Post Malone. Has Post Malone made an offer on it yet? I feel like that's the kind of card that Post Malone would want, but I haven't noticed him make like a public offer that I've seen. But Post Malone's the kind of person that has a lot of money and likes fancy Magic cards, so it seems possible that would be something he would be in on. Well, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, let's go digging. Adeline and I guess Skrelv? Is that better than Recruitment Officer? It's slow. Let's take Recruitment Officer. Play Recruitment Officer. Pass the turn. Well, we will see. We have a big board. Our opponent's also got a big board. About it. Oh, okay. Opponent's board getting scarier. That's a 6/6 life linker. All right. How about a Brutal Cathar? Or a way to bluff this ossification. Oh, and the wedding announcement flips. Yeah. Well, double flipping it doesn't do anything, does it? Lower accurate ring cards getting hoarded by some Quavedellar Gremlin, and Posty has to win it off him with riddles. About it. A kid named Charlie. Wait, isn't that Willy Wonka? Are we mixing together two classics? Yeah, Catilda. That's a card. Well, I mean, now I guess our best bet's to go digging. Like, we gotta find like a Brutal Cathar, I guess. Well, okay, that is a Brutal Cathar. That gives us hopes. There's hopes and dreams for the future past the turn. Opponent land, and gonna get in for a few million. Yup. Down to 13, put it up to 27. However, we found a Brutal Cathar. So we get rid of the... Oh! Oh, no. Okay, hang on. It's night. It's night. That's awkward. Well, Huh. If I open it, am I gonna watch Lord of the Rings? Do I have to? That's probably like a rule, right? I guess it's night. I wasn't really paying attention, but from this previous Brutal Cathar, it just ended up at night. We're at 13. So we can cast another Jarina. The question is, can we attack and get some value out of this one? I mean, I guess we might as well at least attack with this Jarina, if we're gonna sack it anyway. Actually, and the Hopeful Initiate. That makes more sense. So attack, train. Grow the Hopeful Initiate. Opponent. And then we can sack the Jarina, save the Initiate. And then play another Jarina. Oh, that worked out actually super well. Play another Jarina. And that'll let us flip the Moonrage Brew to get rid of the Catilda. Okay, we're back in business. We're back in business. Yeah, Catilda has protection from vampires. But yes, we can target it with Brutal Cathar since it's a werewolf. If it was a vampire, we could not. Opponent, growing the Spirited Companion. And going to copy the trigger. Okay. Opponent, passing. We need to kill things somehow. Play the land. Adeline. Attack. Do a little training. And let's see how our opponent blocks. Opponent. Blocks and blocks and blocks. Oh, this is pretty fine. How fancy do we get? Yeah, let's get fancy. All right, blow up the ossification. Blow up the ossification. Get back the Brutal Cathar to get rid of the Calyx to save our token. And pass the turn. Yeah, no initiative in standard, thank you. And our opponent scoops it up. And that was pretty sweet. I mean, I think humans... Yeah, we probably got a little lucky. Our opponent didn't hit Hallowed Haunting. Hallowed Haunting's the biggest payoff. But I think humans actually has a shot to be reasonably good in standard. I feel like humans is one of those aggro tribes that could end up being pretty decent. So what did we learn about all these decks? What did we learn? So first, we started with a 5-color battle kit troll. It's really janky. We did play against aggro a lot. Maybe it would have been better if we didn't play against as much aggro. It can do some neat things, but level of competitiveness, not very high at all. It's kind of on the bottom. We played Mono Red All will be one. which I think is fun. It's like a big red deck, and we did okay with it. And then humans, I think, was probably the most competitive. One thing we've seen about our new post-ban standard format is it's pretty aggressive. I think it's a pretty aggressive format compared to where it was before. And I think that humans really fits that pretty well. You got some card advantage. I think Jarina is actually like really big. The synergy of Extraction Specialist Jarina, I think, gives the chance a lot of these long game plays that we've never seen before in the human tribe. So I think that maybe humans might be one of those decks that can get better. So I don't know. We still got a ton of stuff to try. I want to try zombies. I want to try angels. I want to try, there's a bunch of things, all the rest of the aftermath cards. So there's still a lot more to do. But I think for our first stream of post-ban standard, I think humans, I would say, is a big winner, and I will say, I think standard is just in a lot better place. It is way better than it was before. So that I really appreciate. Like, no Fable really changes it, no Invoke really changes it, but anyway, everyone, I think that brings us to the end of our stream for tonight. So next stream on Tuesday. In the meantime, check out the YouTube. There's going to be a ton of spoiler coverage, a bunch of gameplay stuff. If you missed the salty deck from yesterday, you should check it out because it's pretty funny. Replay YouTube if you missed anything. And one more reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magic cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com/MTG Most importantly, thank you to all of you. You're the reason this happens. Y'all are amazing and you're awesome. And I love y'all. I hope you have a great night. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Whatever you're doing, have a blast. Seriously, y'all are awesome. So have a great night. Have an amazing weekend. I love y'all. And I will see you on Tuesday to have some more fun. So until then, everyone, have a good one. And I will talk to you soon.